Oh my god, I forgot that my Google Drive has like maybe 200 gigabytes left in it. This is life. This is the world we live in. So just gotta make sure that my stream is set up. Gotta make sure that we're good to go. Why is the thumbnail by default this? What if I just wanted an auto-generated thumbnail, YouTube? Okay, I guess we're not cool enough for that. YouTube said so. We're just not cool enough, okay? We're not cool enough. I guess. But hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome. Let me just get my tweets and posts and all that set up, and then we can get started with everything. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. I'm casting the domain expansion, Infinite Void. You get access to every little thing in the world. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'll open the what is it? The human transmutation portal. Look, I've been on an anime kick recently, even though I only just recently finished Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's like I finished one anime and I think I'm an anime aficionado. And it's like, no, Beta, you just watched one thing. Cool it down a little bit. Just a bit. Just a little bit. Anyways, how y'all doing? Happy Monday. Happy Panic Before FWA Day. That's pretty much how everything is going. Well, not just today, but tomorrow is as well. Pretty much all of this week is just panic and pack and hope to God that you brought everything that you need and everything is going to work out as planned. Which it almost never does, but that's why we live. We enjoy the life that we have because everything can be a little bit spontaneous. I don't know what I'm on about, okay? Just ignore me. Just ignore me for a second as I get this set up. Okay, stream notifs, good. Yeah, I think we're good to go. How to submit character for Fursona? It's just the little form thing, the exclamation point Fursona review. I'm gonna probably keep the form open for give or take 30-ish or so minutes, because I did have a whole process where I managed to get everyone's names all censored and all that, so we don't have to worry about anyone's names being added in, because we know how what is it, Google Forms does that, where they'll just have like whatever the username or name associated with the account is. There was no way for me to turn that off, so I just have to manually edit the name of each image, and so from there we go from there. But luckily for me, I forget things like 5 minutes in, so even if I edit like the most recent Fursona images in the review, then I'll just forget a little bit later, so it works out either way. So yeah. Taking tomorrow to finalize packing before flying out Wednesday. Good call, Shameless. I wish I could take tomorrow, but I am very behind because yesterday I had planned to record a bunch of videos ahead of time just so I can send them to editors and whatnot. And fortunately for me, the only micro HDMI cable that I have connected to my camcorder broke. It literally broke when I tried pulling it out. Usually that doesn't happen in life in general, but you know, I don't know. Depends on the person, I guess. But I had to wait to order another one, and so pretty much yesterday became like a day off and clean fursuits. And I still got to clean Levi's fursuit head. I spent all of yesterday cleaning Maverick's head, and that was a little exhausting. So now I got to repeat the process for tonight with Levi, which shouldn't be as bad because he's a lot lighter and easier to maintain. It's just going to take a little bit, but yeah. I'm happy to be here, and I had a really bad headache today. Hey, you know, that's fair. You know, take some Motrin or Tylenol or Advil or just hydrate. You know, hydrating's good too. Do you want to hydrate? You want some water? I'd offer you some, but I'm not going to do that. Go and get water. I mean, that's fair, Dusted. Look, I'm just trying to be conscientious is all, because I know some folks obviously want to stay low-key about it, and, you know, you don't want to dox anyone, so, yeah. But anyways, how y'all doing today? Happy Monday. Happy 2 days before FWA. We're almost on the final day. For some people, it's like the third to final day because they get in on Thursday. Doctor said my liver is completely healthy and I can destroy it if I want. Doctor didn't tell me that, Ender, but I'm doing that anyways. I mean, my doctor doesn't know, but, you know, you might get to meet B2. Who knows? Who knows? I'll be B2 at some point. I'll be B2 for everyone. Look, I have a little thing that I'm doing. Hold on. First off, just to clarify, my room is a little bit of a mess. And also the camera we have set up, it's a pain. You want to see something neat that I recognize that I don't know how the fuck to turn off? Wait, I love how in the 5 minutes between me hitting the fucking go live button, the auto exposure setting fixed itself on my camcorder. Don't you love it when things fix itself? So yeah, there was a problem before when oh, there we go. Yeah, I love auto exposure, man. I love it. Camera AI tracking? I don't think so. It's just, yeah, auto exposure. I don't know how to turn that off because I still haven't even read the manual for my camcorder. I don't even remember the name of it, let alone what I use it for. But I had to basically go over and do all these settings again before stream. That's why I didn't start at 6 p.m. like I wanted to. So I did a little very last second figuring shit out, and now we're here. So, yeah. Hi. It's fun, isn't it? Look, I mean, at the end of the day, you either come here to listen to me yap, or you come here to make fun of my face, and you're going to be able to do that regardless. In fact, you get more of the latter because of the camera issues that I have, which actually, I don't think I have a bad camera at the end of the day. It's actually pretty nice. It's just adjusting it all is a bit of a pain. I know nothing about exposure. I know nothing about proper lighting. I'm literally using 2 ring lights for the lighting in this room, but it works out. And inflate my life jacket. Her hot. Do I have that set up? My little fix-it browser source thing? Where is it? Not VidNinja. Where is it? Trigger fire, there we go. Okay, trigger fire, I guess, wasn't enabled, so now we can see the lovely pictures that Bra and Kayamaro did for the associate, and Nunu Katsi for the ass. Yeah, beautiful. Made a Fizzy Fox Soda Shop merch commercial? Hell yeah! I don't know anything about commercials. That's the thing, too. I know some folks have been asking, like, Beta, why don't you do any, like, paid promotion stuff or, like, sponsorship segments of, like, this video is sponsored by... and I don't want to say that because that's just, you know, inserting something that shouldn't be there. But it's because I suck at giving genuine advertisements. Last time I did that, I gave myself a bloody nose. You want to know what happened to me? You want to know my first ever sponsorship offer that I actually, like, got? I had gotten an offer for, like, a random part in a video to do, like, a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. I know. Weird thing. I was going through with it. I was so excited because I had this idea of, like, my fraternity brother roommate friend was going to come in and they were just going to, like, throw, like, my phone at my nose, and then I'd open it to see, like, Raid Shadow Legends. I'm like, ew. And then they throw, like, a bunch of dollar bills at me and I'm like, ooh. And then it just cuts to me going, Raid Shadow Legends. Like, I had this awesome idea for it. And when I went to film it, like, he threw it at my nose and I got a bloody nose from it. And so I'm like, I hope this is worth it. And literally the day before I was supposed to upload the video, they cut off the sponsorship. And I was so pissed. I went out of my way to film, like, a really good, like, advertisement for, like, the whole sponsorship segment. And it ended up not working out. And I'm so mad. Like, I'm not as mad now, but I was mad before. It was just like, I went out of my way to make it over the top. And they pulled out of it. So that's why I don't do, like, the sponsorship segments as much as I really should. Granted, hey, you know, if anyone wants to throw money at me for advertisement, beta8@gmail.com if you want to send an email. This stream is sponsored by Bad Dragon. Look, I didn't think they did sponsorships, but they did one with Papa Meat before, or whoever the guy behind Meat Canyon is. Dude, that was so good. I never thought I'd see the day that would happen. Never thought I'd see the day that it would happen, but it did. Also, chat's going way too fast, so apologies if I miss any of these messages. So I'm just gonna go through and say my hellos. I hope you all are doing well today. But speaking of what I have planned, because Ender is here, you mentioned that you want to get drinks and experience B2. Well, here's the thing. You may not know, at least in years past, when B2 is B2, or inebriated beta. I have a new method of showing when B2 is going to be present at FWA. So if you see B2, you will know when B2 is happening. Give me a moment. So, this is what I have planned for you to be able to tell when B2 is happening. This would be B2. If B2 is wearing the green alien poop emoji hat, then it's B2. Or, sorry, if Beta is wearing this hat, then he is B2, okay? That is the state of being. It's very, I feel like it's pretty subtle. Like, this is a pretty subtle thing to understand when what is happening. Like, it doesn't really attract that much attention, you know, but it makes it, like, noticeable enough when Beta is B2. At least to those that might know. But, like, you know, now it's, like, not a secret, so maybe it's a little bit not noticeable. But I don't think it's really noticeable. Beta phase 2, yeah, B2 is when Beta is inebriated, whether he's high or drunk. At a con, or just in general. I mean, friends have experienced B2 in general. Why did I turn it the opposite way? I still don't know if that the camera flips and all that. But bottom line is, I think this is a pretty subtle way of differentiating between Beta and B2. Which, granted, I'm kind of breaking it now because I am neither high or inebriated at this current moment in time. So I'm kind of breaking the illusion of not being B2. So technically, I'm partaking in false advertisement. So I'm going to take off the hat, and now my hair is ruined. What a horrible day it is for Beta. What a horrible day. Was this the hat that debuted in the stream where you watched the Infiltrating FurryCon video? Which Infiltrating FurryCon video? There's like 20. I also recorded a video talking about that, by the way, because I've noticed like a little trend where there are so fucking many of these where like normies or non-furries infiltrate or go undercover to a furry convention when in reality they just go to a furry convention and talk about their first time experience. But we all know how YouTube is. You gotta over-embellish it a little bit, so you want to click on it. But yeah, that whole video was really fun to do, so hopefully that'll be edited at some point in the future, which if anyone does any video editing, hit me up. I'm looking for editors. Sorry, I'm like bouncing all over the place with stuff, but yeah, bringing this with me, and this is what I'll use to show that I am in the dude, this camera is driving me up the fucking wall. Why am I purple? Why am I purple? Why? Dude, like, you want to know how I fix it? I think I fix it like this. Maybe? No? Hello? Maybe if I get close to my camera and it fixes the lighting. Does it? It doesn't. I'm purple now. Wait, no, hold on. I know what to do. This is how I fix it. Okay, I go to the settings on my Govee lights. William Afton? I hate you guys. I hate you. I swear to God. I hate you. Okay, we go to the lights, we make them bright white, and then we maybe do this. Hold on. We gotta make it so that it shows a lot of my face, and I think it auto-adjusted. And then we put it back to like the purple, bluish. Oh, perfect. It's just a little bit oversaturated, but we deal with it. We fuck with it. Turn down the brightness just a smidge. Perfect. He became red. Violet? You're turning violet! You need a color balance card or something? See, Ender, that would require me to have disposable income to do that. But I don't have that just yet. I'm working on it. Need to switch it to manual. It's been on manual! I haven't switched any of the settings with it. It just does this shit on its own.
Out of all the dumb crap I want, a photo with you would be one. We'd probably
disposable income in this economy?
Half of what
I know.
I want to do in it, Lamau.
Also, thank you, Seamus. Also, sorry, I forgot to go through all, like, the notifications and all that. First off, thank you, Rowana, for the Tit Prime sub. Thank you, Duke of Donuts, for the 7 months. Heyo. Thank you, Govan, for the 100 bits. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Shameless, for the 100 bits as well. Of all the dumb crap I want to pull, a photo with you would be one. We'd probably get told off by Constaff considering half of what I want to do in it. I mean, I ran into someone backwards at Megaplex, and that still ended okay. Dude, this camera lighting is actually going to hurt me a little bit. Maybe if I make it just brighter? It doesn't... The vibe isn't there, though. Why is the vibe not... Oh, dude, this sucks. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to go to my face cam settings. What did I have for the filter on my color correction? Saturation, we're going to turn that down, like, just an ever so smidge to 31. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. And then we just switch it back to, like, purple. And then... Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, we're good. And then we turn up the brightness. The vibes are immaculate now. Up until the point where they aren't, because I pull out the hat again and adjust the lighting. Isn't it great? Don't we love it here? Yeah. But I hope you guys are doing well today. Thank you all for stopping by. I know I'm a little bit late to my usual stream schedule, which is early but late. But... because I was getting things ready for the Fursona review, because I ended up getting back home, because what I ended up doing today is I realized there's like a considerable amount of things I need to do to prep for FWA. Like I needed to do laundry, so I went and did laundry. I needed to get some new shorts because the ones that I have now do not fit me. Like they just keep falling off my waist, which is a really good sign, by the way. So I got some new shorts. Honestly, it's a different vibe, but I'm really happy with how they look. I went out and got some coffee, hung out with my mother a little bit, and it was fun. And then I drove back home, and now I'm here. Like 2 hours ago, I had to get the rest of tomorrow's video together because I couldn't get it together today. So new video tomorrow. It's going to be a really good one because I edited myself. I know, weird for me to say, but it's going to be good. I promise. So please go and check out the new video tomorrow, Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then pretty much just getting together today's stream. So yeah. That's pretty much what I've been doing all of today, just working. And I don't even have half my shit packed either. I gotta clean my fursuit head. I literally cleaned Maverick earlier, and he looks actually really, really good. Like, I've never seen him look this immaculately white before since I got him. And then Levi, I still need to clean him at some point, which will probably be after this stream, and then I'll cry. But hey, luckily... I'm in the best possible attire for this Fursona rating stream. I chose the perfect shirt for this Fursona rating stream. I wish Jal was here because he would be so proud of me. I got my jerch. For today's stream. What's jerch? It's the best merch on Twitch. It's the Jal merch, the jerch. We love jerch. You may be wondering, wow, it's a pretty chill shirt. Well, there's more to it. Let me turn around for y'all. God is a furry. God is a furry. Beautiful. I love it. Also, I'm gonna love how I come back to the camera and then the exposure is just completely different than when we left it before. I agree. Me too. Got his dog backwards, so that means he's confirmed to be a furry. Okay? Look, go and get your Jerch today. Not sponsored, but Jerch is pretty good.
Hello,
I wear my Jerch all the time.
Is my first con
it's a good shirt. Also, Cake Pop, thank you for the 3-month Tit Prime sub. I greatly appreciate that. FW is my first con ever, and speaking of God, I got baptized yesterday. Hell yeah, good for you. I hope it went well. I hope it was riveting. I hope it was enlightening. Or at least, oh, what's the word? Enlightening. That's what it is, yeah. But hell yeah, good for you, though. Also, look at how my face is more red than it should be. Oh, we love the lighting in this room. It's so good. But yeah, big congrats to you, Cake Pop Princess. I'm really happy for you. Look, it's a big process to go through. I know for me, like, even though I don't remember my first baptism or baptism in general, I do remember the process that I went through when I got confirmed as a Catholic, which at this point, I'm more agnostic than anything. That's more of where I'm affiliated with being spiritual or religious with also, like, scientific, which if you don't know, agnostic is more just, like, believe in God if there is, like, scientific proof. I'm a man of science, okay? The world around us explains a lot. Sadly. Also, I think turning down the brightness of these lights maybe make the saturation a little bit better, maybe? I don't know, it's just the room feels a little bit too I don't know why I'm so anal about the fucking lighting in this room. I don't get it. Why am I this way? Is it better if it's like white lights in the back? I don't think it really matters. Who am I kidding? Putting it back to purple. There we go. There's a Catholic identification card? No, I don't think so. Maybe, maybe not. Make it green? I don't think it's gonna work that way. Oh, oh no. Oh, it's gonna change the color of everything to not look. Look, I like green. It's a good color. I like it when my life jacket is green, but when I'm green, that's no good. That means I'm sick and I'm about to throw up and projectile vomit everywhere. Some of you might like that. Look, I don't judge, okay? I'm not here to kink shame. I do like my Jurch though. My green my green Jurch logo. God, I wish Jaw was here. He'd be so proud of me. But yeah, so for Fursona review, we're gonna be doing that in a little bit from the forum that I've had set up for God knows how long now, and then I'll end up closing the form in like maybe 5 minutes or so, give or take. So submit in your Fursona, please make it safe for work. I'd like to stay monetized. Yeah. Oh, I love how it's all out of order now, so I don't know which ones have the name change in it or not. Don't we love it? Don't we love when nice things never happen to me? Did it actually, like, I modified it, right? Or did I not modify it? This is the worst. Oh, so, wait, hold on. Did I fix the rest of these? And then the other ones are... Oh, okay, okay, we're good. We're good. Never mind. I fixed it. Sort of. Not really. Not at all, actually, but, you know. Well, look, at the very least, I have a solution to this. To not show everyone's names the way we don't want them to be shown, you know? So that should be fun and exciting. Maybe. My Sona is technically nude in the ref, but is a Ken doll way. I mean, that's fair. Look, the amount of ref sheets that I have seen where, like, you have the cake being shown and it gives the vibes of, like, why is everyone so mean to me? In a funny way, you know, respectable and funny way. How do I enter the form? I can't hold your hand that much. I'm sorry, I can't hold your hand that much. But hey, there you go. But thank you, Rolana, for giving the link and all that. Are we allowed to post more than one character? You can, but there's no chance that I'm going to get through all of them. I'm just going at the pace that I can, okay? That's really it. That's to the extent that I can manage. Whatever I can hold in my hands for a little bit, which I can only hold 2 balls. I don't know what... I need to stop talking for a moment and collect myself, okay? Let me read chat a little bit. Look it. My true Sona is safe work, but double cheeked up so it gets flagged 24/7. I mean, look, that's the best part about it. It's technically safe for work because it's artistic in the way that it is nude, even if it isn't. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm doing my best here. How do I enter my goddamn YouTube live stream chat so I can read my chat there? That's a problem that I've had for so long. I've such a hard time looking at my live stream chat on YouTube. Not that I usually want to read it, in all due respect, okay? In all due respect to you guys, but still. Can you review Frey, but do it like you did last time, word for word? How did I review Frey last time? Is that like in the whole, oh my god, are you the Twitch streamer Frey? And then I just start fake vomiting? I can do that if you want, Frey. I'm good at acting. How do I do that? How did I review Frey before? What is it? Wait, do you want me to review it like how I said it today on Telegram? Would you like me to do a review like that? I just want you to know that interaction today made my day, Frey. It hands down made my day. It was so good. You'll cry. It's okay, I'll cry too. There's gonna be a lot of crying at the con. Especially since I got my B2 attire ready. I'm so excited to wear this as my B2 attire. I'm so excited. Hello, YouTube chat. Hope you like watching this stream. Hello, YouTube chat. I hope you're doing well today. Hope everyone's doing well today. You chose an interesting time to return. Look, it's okay, Izume. Like, if you're not in a beta stream, you're not asking the question, what did I just walk into? That's the entire point. You never know what you're going to walk into. It's all just a mystery. Who's messaging me? Is that Rush? Is he talking about poop again? It's not Rush. It's sad. Remember when I got your video demonetized in 10 seconds? I need to stop adjusting myself in my seat. Yes, Frey. I remember. I don't think it was specifically you, but like little TLDR chat. During my birthday stream, which was like earlier this year, I had Frey and a few different friends on to play like this wasn't Repo. What was the other one? Lethal Company, right? We played some Lethal Company, and the amount of times Frey talked about like cum and moaning and all that, literally like within 10 seconds of the stream ending on YouTube, instantly got demonetized, like almost instantly. It was just like, yeah, we can't monetize this and this part. I'm like, that's awesome. It's at the point now where I can't even look at specifically the parts of what was the problem in order for me to cut it out and then monetize it again. I love that. Frey never change, okay? Also, can we get a shout out for Frey? Wonderful friend of mine who I get to see in a few days. Yippee! I'm so excited, okay? It's gonna be great. I can't wait for Frey to take the out of context pictures of me while I'm eating. Like, almost always happens at every con, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see Frey. I'm excited to see Rush and Drew and all my friends. It's gonna be so fun. I'm excited. What's unbelievable? Am I unbelievable? Are you unbelievable? What's unbelievable here? But yeah, go and follow Frey. Are you streaming any point this week, Frey, before Fwa, or was yesterday your last stream before Fwa? I think yesterday, because I know you stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. But either way, I missed a Frey stream, so I'm sad, and I'll never recover from this financial dismay. Oh, I did miss your last stream then, so I'm sad. So if I don't survive FWA, I never saw your last stream, and that's gonna make me sad. I'd take that to my grave, you know? That would be my one regret, missing a Frey v Frey stream. But yeah, in all seriousness, go and check out Frey. He's good soup, makes good content and funny stuff. Yeah. I got nothing else to say. I'm like kind of blanking right here on the brain. Okay. Do I though? You do, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of how far you've come as a streamer too, Frey. I remember you starting or not even wanting to start and being like nervous, and now look at you. And now you're on VFur. But in all seriousness, like, I'm really proud of you with how far you've come and how much fun it looks like you're having. Everyone say you're proud of Frey. You like being told what to do, right? That means, Frey, you need to say that you're proud of Frey. Please? I just realized my hair is so long. I know my hair is long because, like, this little bit right here just kind of dangles down no matter how much I, like, brush it. So yeah, tomorrow is literally my plan to go and get my hair cut. And also I'm thinking of doing another stream tomorrow, a secret last second stream where I paint my nails, because I usually do that before a con. So yeah, if you want to watch me paint my nails on stream, you'll get to do that. You can watch me do that while I sit there and magnetize my nails. I can't wait to see the little weirdo. Me too. I get to see the little weirdo. Look at Ender. Look at him. He's a little weirdo. Look at him adjusting my exposure. Oh my god, there goes the saturation on this camera. Look at that little weirdo. Look at that little weirdo, Ender. What a little weirdo he is. So I fixed the lighting on my camera just now, somehow. Don't know why that happened, but yeah, I love how within the span of me poking the camera, it took away all of the sun and tan that I got throughout the summer. It's like I'm back in December. It's pretty awful. But yeah, if I was gonna ask, like, if anyone knows how to adjust my camcorder that I have on how to remove the autofocus and auto exposure, let me know. But that's also just beta. Just figure it the fuck out yourself. It's your own camera. So that's what I'll probably be doing at some point, just finagling around with this camera to see if it can work a little bit better, because I'm sure you've noticed it in like videos where like the saturation adjusts like so specifically between cuts, and you're just like, wait, wasn't Beta like slightly yellowish here? Why is he more purple? Why is he less saturated? And it's just like, it happens. Also, hi, Izume. Thank you for the 53-month resub. I greatly appreciate that. Can we get some life jackets and Beta Ada hearts in the chat? Look, if you ask nicely, I'll make that noise that everyone likes that I make, which I'll probably do regardless of whether or not you say please, okay? I'll just do it. I gotta plug in my phone. It's at like 3%. Frey seems neat and should totally have talkie segments named Frey's Frashing. Yes.
Feet.
Oh my god. Frey, did I... I don't think you were there when I was talking about it, but I hate this. I'm gonna say it though, and you can be mad at me later. You have every reason to be mad at me, but I have now figured out the name for if I were to open a brunch or breakfast place, because we were for some reason the name Frussy came to mind in a conversation I was in on Discord. I'm like, wait, if Frussy is for the ussy, then what's for the ass? And then I go Freinel. So if I ever open a brunch spot, I'm going to name it the Frussy and Freinel. You will absolutely get royalties, like 100% royalties if I do that, okay? I'm so sorry, Frey. Okay, I'm so sorry. You can hate me. Oh, he's smiling, so that means he's either dying inside or he loves it. I will never know. There's so much that I need to prepare myself for with FWA. Not just with, like, actually packing, but, like, socially and, like, mentally preparing myself. Because I know there will be many different points where I'm going to be socially overwhelmed. And then randomly, Frey is going to come up to me and do the whole, oh my god, are you the poopy oopy deloopy? I just spit while saying that. You should spit in my face while you do that, Frey. It'll add to the magic of it, and then I'll expect the same thing from like Russ and others, and I am gonna be so extremely overwhelmed. But it's gonna be fun. But I just don't know how to like process and deal with that now. How do you do this? How do you do any of that? Is FWA farting while arting? That's a good acronym for it, Fluffin. That's a very good acronym for it, actually. So hey, Frey, you have ammunition to use against me whenever you'd like. Just saying. You can socially overwhelm me by yelling in my face, like everyone does. Is this song on streaming services? It should be. It should be on Spotify. I just put The Walking Dog because that's just a pretty good default for like royalty-free furry music for streams, lo-fi vibes. Did I miss the Fursona Yelp reviews? Wait, there are Yelp reviews? Now I'm excited. I'm gonna pee my pants in front of... You know, you should, Frey, because there was one point where someone wanted me to shake their hand and they farted, and it was very audible of them doing that while I was shaking their hand and making eye contact with them while they were doing it. So you kind of have to one-up them at this point. So yeah, feel free to piss away. Piss the pants away. Can you put a fursuit head on? See, I was told specifically whenever someone asked me to put my fursuit head on that I should market it a bit better rather than abide by the wishes of people. So yeah, I will put my fursuit head on for 5 minutes for $20. I was told that that is a good marketing point because technically it's mascotting. And mascots are usually, unless it's like a college mascot or something, paid for the work. So I will put on my fursuit head for 5 minutes for $20. and it stacks exponentially. So that means $100 for like 10 minutes. I don't know. Look, I just put a random number out there, okay? I'm just trying to use this reasoning here. That's all, you know? $20 for 5 minutes being warm and sweaty. I know, it's quite a steal. Not on my end, but maybe your end. Paid to sweat and suffer? I mean, that's just a job. Anyways, I'm going to close the form for the Fursona review because there are names and references that I got to go over now and make sure that no one's names are in there that I don't want shown or doxed or anything like that. So we'll adjust that in due time. Why is the last modified so weird? Last modified by me. Oh, okay, now I fixed it. See, I got it. I figured it out. I didn't at all. But it's nice to say that I did, right?
What you doing, Sneeha?
What am I doing? I'm having a good time, hanging out, chatting with everyone. How you doing, Woah? Am I gonna see you at Woah? Am I gonna see your face? Yeah, I'm doing that good. That's like a 9 out of 10 good. Yay! I get to see Woah! I get to pick him up while I'm in fursuit, just like I get to pick up Celio, obviously with permission. Also, Vuoripeikko, thank you for the 50 months as well, and thank you, Woah, for the 11 months. I appreciate you guys subbing. It means a lot. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the floatiest emotes on Twitch. Notice how it's getting sweaty and hot in this room because my hair is becoming more and more of a mess. Isn't it great? Oh yeah, I gotta pick up Bra. Oh, I can't wait to see Bra. I'm so excited to see Bra. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun. This is gonna be an exciting con. It's gonna be a very overwhelming socially, I will admit. Like, I am not prepped for this at all. Not in terms of packing, but just in mental, social preparation. Because you know me, I'm a hermit. I don't do anything, and I just sit at home and edit for most of my day. We took Bra to Lush, and he ate soup. He ate soap? Wait, was that you? That went with Raiden? Ender? Because I heard someone say, oh, we went with Ender somewhere. I'm like, wait, is it that Ender? Which Ender? And they didn't specify which Ender. I should have just been like, is it a little weirdo? And they would have probably not have known because that's more of an inside joke here and all that. But, oh my god. So you know some good peeps then. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. That makes me really happy. Look it. I'm glad that you took Bra to Lush and he ate soap. It means that his insides are cleaned. That's what cleaning out means, right? When you eat soap a little bit. It's kind of like cilantro if you have that gene that makes it so that cilantro tastes like soap. So when you eat cilantro or you eat soap, it means you clean out. That's what that means, right? See, that's genius. It's such a good idea. God, why didn't I think of that sooner? Bra was very happy that he ate soap. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for Bra. I'm so happy. Times I was an ass, but today I'm up way too late, so why not say hi? That's fair, Vuoripeikko. Thank you so much for the resub. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you got some rest on your end. Ah, yes, I do love cleaning out by eating soap. Debating on going to a con. One part of me has that. Other part of me says no. Are cons actually worth attending? Yeah. I'd say, like, for me, going into my first con and then, like, the first few was very, like, life-changing. It really got me into the swing of really enjoying the social scene of the furry community. Because you gotta keep in mind, too, like, the whole saying of, like, the social media or internet side of the furry community is way, way, way different than the IRL event, fur con, fur meet, whatever side of that community. Because it's just... IRL is very different, but it really is what you make of it at the end of the day. If you go into it optimistically and give it a shot, you're bound to have a good time. But yeah. But does packing suck so much? You know what? I agree with you, Woah, especially knowing from my case, I'm gonna have to pack twice, because at one, I'm doing a packing video tomorrow where I pack all my things for the FurCon. The reason why I'm gonna have to pack twice is because if I'm doing a main channel video on it, I can't show any of the saucy stuff at all, so I have to pretend that I'm packing safe for work stuff for a con, like underwear, shirts, and all that. Like, yeah, essentials, pretty easy. But like, then I'm gonna have to do another one where I pack regularly. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm excited to get to pack multiple times for a con. Really thrilled about that. But yeah, packing does suck. It especially sucks when you have a fursuit and you have to have that extra checked bag for luggage. So yeah. Are you gonna do like a TikTok style packing video? I didn't think about doing something like that because, believe it or not, I think, why am I saying believe it or not? I think Finn did a video on that. Finn the Panther, Panther Finn. He did a video doing that where he packed TikTok style for a con. I just kind of do a regular like packing video of like, this is what I throw in my suitcase. Oh wow, a bunch of underwear with like a little bit of an explanation. Why do you pack like 9 pairs of underwear, Beta? It's because I shit myself very frequently. I can't control it, it just happens. It's a curse. It's awful. Yeah, but in all seriousness, I didn't think of doing like a TikTok style packing video, though I very well could. I'm just not really I'm not really quirky in that way. Where I think about making a video in the way of like how Gen Z or Gen Alpha would like it. I just record the video and do it the way I would probably record it. If I was crazy enough, I would make a head bag for my suit. Ooh. I heard that they're selling a bunch of them. You can get some like custom made. There was like something about that on Twitter that I saw where people were saying that someone doing like what was it? Like a payment plan for a fursuit head bag was like the marking of the start of the recession that we're in. But yeah, I didn't really pay much mind to it. I just saw, oh hey, fursuit head bag. I just kind of use like a plastic bag that I threw my fursuit head in, like a trash bag, and then I throw that inside like an IKEA like handheld bag, and that's how I pack my fursuit head separately from my fursuit. So, yeah, my packing vid would be just me throwing a bunch of random shit in my car and driving off. So I do that for local cons. I'm just like, oh yeah, I could pack in a suitcase, but like all this is just going in my car as is, so like I could just have fun with it. Now I'm remembering the last time I packed for a local con, which was A&A, and I brought all my stuff to the hotel, and they fucking charged me $25 to rent one of those like little carts when you could literally just go up and grab them. I was so mad. Shout out to the Omni for being awful. They're like, oh yeah, it's $25. And it was literally just the bellhop trying to get money from me. I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm just going to put in a report on you because you are just trying to get money from people when you're not supposed to be, when they're literally up for grabs. So that's probably a big no-no with the hotel to do. So yeah, I had to do that. Side hustle? Yeah, just lie. It was a scam. Literally, the bellhop that was there was like, oh yeah, it's $25, and he took the $25, and then I went to the front desk, and I'm like, hey, is it really $25? Like, why are you charging people $25 for like a cart? And they're like, we don't do that. I'm like, okay, so there's this guy that was out front, and they're like, oh, okay. Didn't see him after that, so. I mean, I can't really blame the guy. That it's a viable side hustle if no one questions it. Up until they question it. Up until you have someone like me. People say I'm susceptible to scams. Look. Just a little weirdo. You just look a little weirdo. Look at it. Look at Ender. A little weirdo. Alright, I gotta close the form for the Google Forms before we start going through submissions. And I gotta make sure I have everything set up for it so that I'm not showing anyone's name. So give me one moment. $5 makes more sense than $25. Yeah, but like, it was Boston. It was A&E, so yeah. Alright, let me go to the thing. Oh my god, there are 85 responses. Yeah, I gotta shut this off before anything. How do I turn this off? How do I turn off response gathering? This sucks. I hate Google Forms, man. This is so ass. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. This is not fun. Unlink form? What do I do? Why is there no easy button for this, Google? Hello? Why can't you be cool? Google how to close Google form. Perfect. How to close Google form. Navigate to the responses tab within the form editor and toggle off accepting responses. Responses? Okay. That's not where it goes. That doesn't do anything. Responses. That's not there. How do I turn off a Google form? Is it because I'm not... Hold on. Ain't no way. Is this gonna work the way I need it to? No, it isn't. Could you show the screen? No. That would probably be not advised. Open your form in edit mode. Click on the response tab at the top. Okay. Responses. You will see the option accepting responses. Click the blue button to disable it. There is no button that says turn off responses. There's no... I hate you. I hate this. Oh, it's... Oh! Just randomly clicking a thing. So it was supposed to be in the responses section. No, I go to the top right, hit the publish options, and then there's that indicator for accepting responses. Oh! Turn that off! I'm so glad that I have outdated answers to the questions that I have. Yours is broken? Why wouldn't it be? What a shocker that mine is broken. Why would mine make sense at all? Look at chat, it will teach you better. I was following literally the Google answer for this. Like the first thing that came up, and a Google staff member that said that. They lied to me. When was this response? 2023, it's outdated. I hate how it's like, I hate how 2023 responses are outdated. That's concerning, how quickly things outdate one another. Oh, man. All right, so I'm getting people's responses, which is good. Some of these are just out of order downright. I don't know why. No clue why. Do I need to refresh the page, maybe? It says there are 85 responses, so that's a lot of Fursonas to go through. That's a lot of nuts! Yeah. Google overlords looking down from their ivory tower and laughing. Yes, as they cut my revenue in half. Because technically Google is my boss at the end of the day. I know YouTube is like a subset of Google, but still, you know, algorithms and all that stuff. But yeah, we'll probably chat for like a little bit longer, and then I'll switch gears, and then we'll do the Fursona review like you guys have been waiting so kindly or patiently. You're probably just like, Beta, I want you to review my Fursona right now. Right now. I want the validation of you looking at my Fursona right now. And I'll tell you this as well. I am going to probably adjust the way that I review them. I'm not going to do the whole like, oh, red and pink fox, 9 out of 10. It's pretty cool. No, I'm gonna do it based on if I really like the persona or not, which, you know, I'll probably add the prerequisites of like, hey, you know, don't take my opinion as like your persona is awful. It is just literally a matter of my own opinion and what I enjoy with personas, so on and so forth. And then I'll probably follow up the video that I end up doing with it, where you guys can roast my persona. That's an idea that I had. All of you can like roast my persona. I like cheese, good for you. Cheese makes me shit, but I like it regardless. I should probably go and get some mozzarella sticks from Chili's. That'd be a good idea. Inflatable pool toys, instant 10 out of 10. Yeah, your persona has a life jacket, 10 out of 10. Which I don't think anyone in the form actually has their persona with a life jacket on it, besides mine. So technically my persona is a 10 out of 10. Which I did submit my own persona in it just to have something in there. For now, so, yeah. 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 I just gotta make sure that it's not showing anything that it probably shouldn't for, like, names and whatnot. It should be good. Yeah, it doesn't look like any names will be going through. Which is good. Mine is beautiful, and that's scientifically proven by me. You know, if it's scientifically proven, it must be true. How many red rockets? Well, let me do a quick, like, blast through of all these. Just to make sure that there are no PPs here. That shouldn't be. There's a lot of cake, but that's just kind of natural with a reference sheet. You're going to have a lot of cake in general. You know? Because it's just like, you gotta get the anatomy of it, so it's like, why is everyone so mean to me? There's some booba too, but it's like respectful booba, so I can't even get mad at it. You know, it's just, you know, that's just how it is. You're ordering mozzarella sticks now? Where's the Matt, and why isn't he in a... Fuck! Can I speak? Where's Matt, and why is he in a stick? Matt Arella stick? My new favorite kind of stick. Yeah, for some reason, these just kind of went out of order. And I don't know why. They should be organized based on who submitted them and, like, how recent, but it didn't do that. I don't know why it lost track of the order. Yeah, some of you guys are just caked up. Like, so heavily caked up. I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but it's just really funny, because I'm gonna make the joke every time of, like, why is everyone so mean to me? Oh... Leave my English alone. Look, I'm sorry. I wasn't making fun of your English. I just wanted to make a point of, like, where is Matt and why is he in a stick? Look, you can make fun of me for not even saying the sentence that I wanted to correctly and needing to do, like, 5 different retakes of it, you know? So, yeah. I'm not making fun of you, I promise. If I was, I'm very sorry. Or if it seemed like I was, I'm sorry. I'm just very quickly going through these to make sure no PP shows. That's not PP, is it? That's not. That's a thumb. Look, I had to make sure, okay? You don't know if it's the private part or if it's a thumb. Just where the thumb or the hand is within reference to the crotch area, and you just want to make sure that that's not that. You know, that's really it. You want to make sure. You want to make for sure, for certain. They look the same. Dude, if my dick looks like my thumb, we got some real problems, okay? We got some real problems. We gotta make sure that doesn't happen. Also, hi Riley, I hope you're doing well. What would a biblically accurate cake look like? Is there even any cake or booty mentioned in the Bible? Do they mention butt, like buttocks, at all in the Bible? Maybe in, like, not mentioned book that they exclude from the Bible. I know nothing about the Bible, which is not good, but, you know. Feet is mentioned in the Bible, then that means it's fair game. Then that means an interest in feet is God's way. If you I don't know. Is it mentioned in a context other than anatomy? I don't know either. I just had an idea of doing a video where, like, Furry analyzes the Bible. And I could only imagine how poorly it would go. How bad that would be. And I'm like, nope, bad idea. We're gonna wrap that up, crumple it up into a ball, throw it away, and forget about it. I recommend not doing that, yeah. Yeah. There aren't enough toes in the world for the both of us. True that. Look, speaking of toes, while I was cleaning my fursuit... Actually, you know, I'm not gonna continue that. I'm not gonna continue that. You'll figure out on your own what that means with regards to one of my next videos where I cleaned my fursuit. Looks like 2 Samuel chapter 10 verse 4 to 5 does have the word buttocks in it. Did I say that right as a chapter then verse? I don't remember. I never actually read the Bible in school. I just listened to the pastor say something cool, and then he
Maverick's feet.
Thank you. Thank you. Perfectly placed. Right over my face. Right in front of my face. Right in front of my salad. The Tootsies exposed in front of my salad. I'm glad to know that the software that has that image pop up shows exactly the priority, you know. I just remember reading the children's Bible a lot due to being so bored. I remember, the only thing I really remember from school is my religion teacher saying that God hated me. And I didn't understand why. But she was also very mean. And then I went to high school, and then all my religious teachers were actually, like, pretty cool and chill. In fact, they taught more, like, sacraments and, like, philosophy than they did actual religion, which was kind of nice. So, yeah. That was pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know why I mentioned that. Me with my VeggieTales VHS tapes. I never watched VeggieTales. I kind of wish I did, but I was in the grade where they didn't show any of that. They just kind of went immediately into showing, like, the Passion of Christ, literally, to, like, 6th graders. And I'm like, should you be showing this to like, 11-year-olds, 10-year-olds? And they're like, yeah. Watch Jesus get crucified in real time. I'm like, I don't think that's right. Like, at all. But then again, this was also the same school that gave my teacher, my science teacher, shit. And really, like, sat him down in an office and told him he can't do this when he tried to explain the plagues of Egypt in a scientific sense. Like, he was like, oh, you know how the sea or the river turns to blood? That's red algae. And then shows a scientific article on that. And they're just like, you can't do that. He's like, why? He's like, that's science. He's like, you can't do that. That's not what God would want. And he got in trouble for that, which is, oh man, I love religion, isn't it? Look, not bashing religion. It's just more of my school was weird about it. It was just weird. Also weird how we managed to get the conversation going to, like, the Bible and religion. Is it just an average Beta Eta to Lotus stream? Am I right? Also, random person, thank you for the 95 bits. I appreciate that. I got my new car on Saturday, a Subaru BRZ. She handled like a dream. Good for you, random person. I'm happy for you. I'm gonna have to get a new car at some point too. I know my Jupe is gonna be dying eventually. There will come a time and place where I will have to move on from it and get something else. And I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get like a RAV4. That's probably the next car. Something that's a bit more versatile and, like, eco-friendly, and also friendly on my pocket, my wallet at the end of the day. So, yeah. It was red because of the Beyblades, I'm guessing. See, thank you, Marky. You get it. Moses parted the sea with a Beyblade. We're really forgetting the most important religion lore here? Bible lore? Beyblade and Bible lore? So good. Do you go off-roading? No. I just drive. I drive like a masshole. That's how I drive. Not actually like a masshole, but just more like, I gotta go a place. Let's get there. Why are you in the left-hand most lane, driving 20 miles under the speed limit? Don't do that. Please. Scooch! And that's really it. That's to the extent of my driving aggression. I'm not really a road rager, but people road rage at me, and it's kind of funny because I just drive the right way. I drive the right way. Everyone else drives wrong. I'm the only one that's right. Me! I could never be wrong. No, the Blue Eyes White Dragon part of the seas. Oh, I forgot. Lord Yume, thank you. Moses' Beyblade or Blue Eyes White Dragon? Who would win? I love how he went from religion to talking about, you know, children's card games and how it explains religion in lore. I love it. Also, hi, Bois. I'm gonna get to see you in 2 days. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. I love Bra. Bra's so cool. Can we get a shout out for Bra? Go and watch and follow Bra when he comes back from FWA. I will also be picking up Bra at many points at the con, so I'll be in my recap like, oh my god, I picked up Bra. Isn't that cool? Whoa. Also, hi, Zuka. I'm not gonna do the thing and peek the microphone, so I'll do something different. It's a little different, but it's still peek the microphone. So I lied to you all. But I hope you two are doing well. I hope you've been on good adventures. I'm excited to see you both soon. And I'm soft. Thank you. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm excited to see all my friends this con. I'm at the point, too, where I am in so many different party chats, it's kind of overwhelming. Like, I thought it was going to, like, end a little bit, and I'm excited, don't get me wrong. Like, there are parties that I'm really, really, really excited to go to, but I just see the amount of party chats now that I've been added to, I'm like, this is going to be a big con. I already know that this is probably going to be, like, a nearly max capacity FWA. I'm predicting it. That's my prediction for FWA. Max capacity, which I actually, speaking of, did you guys see on Twitter they announced that they're going to be doing, I think it's like a queuing system for getting into the dealer's den where you can like reserve your time to go in. I don't know the exact details of it, but I just saw folks were not too happy about it, the virtual queue. I don't know the details about it, but I'm assuming it's because they needed to make a decision very last second about not crowding FWA's dealer's den. I don't know how it's gonna go. I just remember last year waiting like 2 hours to get a shirt from like Gab Shiba, which granted, that was also because I think they only paid through like Venmo or PayPal or something, which was weird, but regardless, I just remember waiting a long time just to get like one shirt, which wasn't bad, you know, it's just how it be. But yeah, I don't really know how to judge if that's a good thing or a bad thing. People are saying it's a bad thing, but I just kind of, I'm expecting that FWA is going to be like a max capacity con, and they're trying to avoid as many fire hazards and overcrowding as much as possible, because I can only imagine the amount of people going is going to cause an influx, like just the floodgates opening. I don't really know, but then again, it's just how the con decides things. I don't know how to judge if it's like a good decision, a bad decision, if they announced it too early, if it was announced a little bit later, if it's a little bit of an inconvenience for those that are flying in who don't really have access to a QR code. It's weird. I heard at least 20K expected so far. That's crazy. I don't know if it will or not, but It's getting to the point where, like, the average size furry conventions, like the big mainstream ones, are going to have to really consider upsizing to, like, genuine big, like, venues for conventions. It's not going to be able to be, like, these small conventions that happen, like, in a hotel space with, like, maybe a little convention space. No, there's going to have to be a big venue thing. So I don't know. Maybe that might be the shift that happens in the next year or so. I don't know how to gauge that whole virtual queue system. I haven't really paid too much attention to it because I've just been too busy. But it's probably both a good and bad thing at the end of the day. It's a good thing of, like, offsetting the overcrowding that's inevitably going to happen with the dealer's den. It's a bad thing because not everyone's going to be able to get in, and you're going to have to plan your cons a bit more accordingly with, like, schedule, and maybe that might not be able to line up. I don't really know. The LFC has been using an online ticket system for a hot minute. I heard about that. I didn't remember if they still did that or not. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it is. I know everyone's going in with their feelings towards it that it's going to be a bad thing, but who knows? I think at the end of the day, it's just supposed to help a lot of the traffic that's inevitably going to happen in the sheer influx of those trying to get into the dealer's den as soon as it opens, like Friday, 11 a.m. or 12 p.m., whenever the time is. It might be inconvenient, but we'll just have to see how it goes. I think it's just one of those where they're... Because I don't think FWA has done it so far. This is going to be their first time doing it, so they'll be able to see next year if it's going to be improved or added to or not. A lot of people have feelings, and as someone on staffing aside, I think they need to calm down a little because it's sorely needed. That's what I'm feeling towards it. Like, it just... I've stood back from it because I just didn't want to see everyone's opinion about it. Ultimately, I saw, like, one quote retweet, I'm like, okay, cool. But, like... I don't know, it's supposed to be something good at the end of the day. I know cons, like, we have this tendency to look at, like, inconveniences with, like, conventions, but it's just, like, they make changes for the sake of the con. I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. That's just kind of how I view it. There'll be problems, but change and upgrades are good, especially as cons grow. That, too, that's something I've been meaning to maybe do a video on as well and discuss, is just how, like, we tend to see it a lot, too, where, like, there's, like, furry convention drama where, like, something happens at a con, there's an inconvenience with, like, elevators or, like, travel times or whatever caveat that happens, and then you just see people get upset about it, and then you never hear it mentioned again, and there's little credit given to, like, the year after where they change it and make it better. Like, I remember there was, like, FWA Elevator Con was, like, a problem, I think in 2023, and then last year it was, in my opinion, a lot better than it was years back. So it was just like an improvement that everyone just kind of, like, glossed over and didn't realize it was an improvement. So it might be something to talk about where, like, oh, this happened years back, and then a year later, here's how they improved it. And then it was, like, exponentially better. So, yeah. That's kind of what I saw with it, but I'm not going to do a whole beta rant about virtual queues sort of thing, because we'll have to just see how it goes. The real issue I'm scared of is escalators. I did hear that the main escalators are going to be off limits, like in the main space. So we'll have to see. How do I get you to roast my Fursona? How about this, Opta? You send it to me on Telegram, and I download your ref sheet right now and look at it. Even though I did close the form, it is your birthday, so happy birthday, Opta. I will inflate you big and round in due time, but you get special privilege and priority because it is your birthday, so I will get to look at and rate and review your Fursona. Also, because I don't think I've seen other Fursonas like yours before. Burrito Aminal. Opta Day. It is Opta Day. We love Oop. I'm so excited to see Oop. Oop is so cool. What's your Twitch? It should be linked in the description of my YouTube stream video thing. What? It might be a problem again this year, not gonna lie, with the front escalators. Oh, yeah, true. We'll have to see. I mean, it's just something to gauge and understand, and this is why I try to, like, preach it a lot whenever furry-con drama does happen, where, like, this con didn't go well because this happened. It's just, like, they try to improve it. You gotta understand, too, like, furry convention con chairs, staff members aren't like, oh, yes, this bad thing happened. Fuck all the attendees. goodbye, and then they just do whatever they want. Like, no, they're constantly looking to improve the experience for all attendees, the convenience, the efficiency of it, so that, like, more disasters don't happen, because, you know, the hotels are going to look at it too and going to see, like, whatever happens, and if nothing changes, then it's not better, then they might not be able to renew a contract, or might not be able to review for a year, they might not want to host, sort of thing. Cause, like, that's just what it is. Conventions don't want to fall apart. They want to grow, and they want to make the experiences for other attendees better. And that's just something I feel like, you know, is omitted in terms of nuance on social media in general. So, yeah. Which is actually something that I want to do one day for my podcast, is interview some, like, con staff members to see, like, their experiences with staffing a con, or, like, I guess, issues that they've encountered where they, like, fixed it, or, like, how that went, and if any, like, I guess, credit was given on social media. Not that they're probably looking for social media credit or anything, but still, I don't know. It's just my whole goal with what I do and why I discuss, I guess, convention drama or drama in the first place, is to hopefully give, like, a level-headed approach to it, so that you can think a little bit more outside of whatever the noise is that's going on social media at the time, to give it, like, a very open-minded approach of, like, okay, is this actually what's going on? What are the other details? What's being omitted? Is nuance something that is just not even taken into account? So on and so forth. So that's why I do it, but I'm also just very careful about how I do it now, so yeah. Also, we love Oop. I'm gonna download your ref sheet now. I'm excited. Also, I'm just checking the group chat for my room. Oh, I love Oop. I love Oop. Oop is so cool. It's great too, Opta, because you gave me your ref sheet, so that means I get to save it in ref sheets of my friends folder on my desktop. Is it rating, roasting Fursona time? Yeah, we'll probably do it in like 5 minutes or so, give or take. We're not roasting Fursonas. I'm just going to be doing my usual rating based on if I like the Fursona or not, or, like, personal bias, which I'll have to add, you know, the usual prerequisites of, like, if I give your Fursona, like, a 1 out of 10, it doesn't mean your Fursona sucks. It doesn't. It just means that I might like it, like others more than others, and that's okay. That's okay. You know, you can roast my Fursona, too. I've had some people feel, like, genuinely devastated whenever I don't rate their Fursona as highly as others. I'm like, why'd you send it in? Why'd you send... I don't know. I don't know. Which I even said that on the forum, I think. Oh yeah, I said it. Literally on the title. The furry Fursona rating review situation drama is wild, crazy, insane, wacky, goofy, inflated, ooh-woo. Then under that I said, send a picture of your Fursona, I will rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. This isn't a roast or something to be taken super seriously, so don't feel bad based on the ratings or rankings or whatnot. That's literally it. It should be simple, but unfortunately, you know, some folks don't take it that way. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, marry, or hug? I don't know. I don't like doing that either. That puts me in a hole. It pigeonholes me too much. Ooh. But yeah, we'll get started with that soon. Regardless, I do appreciate you guys sending in your Fursonas for review. I appreciate you coming by to the stream and hanging out with me. It means a lot that you want to spend time and just hang out and chat and vibe with weird floaty fetish dog on the internet who saturates and undersaturates and auto exposures and doesn't auto expose whenever he holds his hand or thumb up, because that's the way his camera is. I don't know. I'm just a big weirdo. You know me. You know how this goes. So I wonder what Jake is up to. I know Jake is streaming right now. If I stop in and say hi to his chat, he's probably going to be like, Beta, aren't you streaming? He's gonna call me out immediately. I know it. I can feel it. I kind of want to do that right now, but I know what the answer will be. I know what will probably happen, so no reason for me to go in and do what I will predict will happen. The fact it's easier to tell people what separates me and my Fursona is the funniest thing. What is the thing that separates you from your Fursona? Granted, I probably won't know which one is yours because I'm going to be omitting the name and whatnot on the screen, so that'll be another thing. I also gotta pee. I gotta pee, like, real bad. I might... Chad, do I have permission to go and pee? Do I have your permission to go and water sport in my toilet? Okay, well, Blue Flame 5281 said no, so I have to sit here and suffer. You know, he's the, you know, this is just the example of, like, you could have 100 people that say yes, but that one person that says no, and then it's like, well, fuck, now I gotta focus on the -1 answer. Only if you pay me $20? So I gotta put on my fursuit for 5 minutes and piss in order to pay off being able to go and piss. We love it here. Look, I'll go and piss in just a sec, too. Okay, I'm just gonna bring up my, my form and all that for the stream, just so I have it all together. So there's that. There's the Google form for the Fursona review. And then I go full screen with it, and then it's good. Oh, and then I have to do the thing where we, like, censor the names in the top left-hand corner, which should be pretty easy. Also, shout out to 86% of my storage being used, and I'm running out of space on my Google Drive. We love that. We love that here. In this household, absolutely. Nothing but. If you see my Sona, you'll probably be able to guess it's mine by his name. I couldn't tell you. Look, some of these are just like image underscore whatever, or they're just like a bunch of letters and characters, and I kind of respect it. It's like none of these are, most if not all of these are not named like this character ref sheet by this artist, the way I have it organized. It's just like a bunch of characters and numbers, sometimes like final at the end of it, of like blah 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 blah, S stuff, S stuff, S stuff, S stuff, final. I love that. Also, I hope you enjoy the college work. Well, you probably won't enjoy the college work, but I wish you best of luck with the college work, Riley. Anyways, I'm gonna go and piss, and then we'll come back and roast Fursonas. And yeah, why did I take off my glasses? Oh yeah, because I don't need it for my to go and see outside. I just need it for my PC. Look, enjoy Maverick for a little bit. He's clean. Say nice things about Maverick. He likes compliments.
Maverick's feet. Maverick's feet.
Woo! Yeah, damn! Just as a reminder, everyone, I brought my jerch to today's stream. Oh, it saturates now. I love this camera. God is a furry. Probably the best shirt I could wear for today's stream. Also, for those wondering about my piss, definitely had to pee real bad. I kind of leaked on the way there, but luckily I had my socks on, so I kind of just wiped that up with the bottom of my sock. You know how you have like a little bit of spillage when you get like a water or a drink downstairs or something? It's like, oh man, I could go and get a paper towel or a napkin to wipe this up, but then you have your socks on, and it's like, oh, just swipe over it. It's pretty okay, you know. But yeah, that's what I did with leaking a little bit on the way to the toilet. But yeah, man, I'm glad that I went to pee the way I did. I'm glad that I went to pee when I did, because I didn't think I was gonna make it, you know. It's okay to have a little bit of spillage, a little bit of leakage occasionally, you know, and luckily for me, I have my socks on, so, you know, you just wipe that up very casually, and it takes care of itself, you know? Yeah, that's how it is. Just uh-oh, someone had a leaky weeky! Sorry, I have to get it out of my system before we get started. Otherwise, I'm gonna burn myself out energy-wise before we get started. Look it. I don't know what we're looking at. But yeah, how are you guys? Did I miss anything before I went to go and pee? Are you selling the socks? God. You know, some people would unironically want those socks. If anyone puts an offer up, maybe. And when I mean offer, I don't mean dude trust me. I mean I'll throw my Venmo in the chat. I don't even know. You don't get permission to piss? Well, Optus said that I have permission to piss, and it is his birthday, and so he kind of gets priority in what he wants. I wish I got priority in what I wanted, but, you know, it's not my birthday. It's Optus. My TV has been on quiet, and it just blasted you saying someone had a leaky weeky. Good. Of all the things that I say today, I'm glad that that was the one thing that it blasted. Anyhow, chat, it is time for our annual, at this point annual, Fursona review, Fursona rating, ranking, whatever. I'm just saying all the key words that would be appropriate for a YouTube video, you know? Ranking, rating, roasting, blessing, complimenting, your Fursona. Today, the Fursona review ranking rating situation is crazy, wild, freaky, goofy, feral. That's a word you can't use on Twitter. But yeah, today I'm going to be ranking and rating your Fursonas. Less of the ranking part, more of the rating. Look, a scale of 1 to 10. You submitted in your Fursonas to me on that fancy little Google form that I've had open for over 6 months now, but only decided to start promoting like a day ago. Thank you, Biggie John ATX, for subscribing with Tit Prime. I'm glad that you enjoy whatever me saying about a leaky weeky was the one thing that really got you, like, you know, that's it. I want to give my man these free Bezos bucks right here. He said someone had a leaky weeky. Oh, what a great selling point. I'm sold. But in all seriousness, thank you for the Tit Prime sub,
Hey
Biggie
there.
John.
I hope we have fun looking at the fun Fursonas.
Fun
And hope I
Fursonas?
get to see mine in the list.
Maybe. I mean, there are over 80 submissions. I had to do a little bit of a cutoff with it, because I want to reasonably get through a bunch of them as much as I can today. I'm giving myself an hour tops to get through 80, which is not ample time, but we're doing it anyways. But yeah, I did have that Google form open for about 6 months now with the whole exclamation point Fursona review. I just didn't advertise it at all. I just spit when I said that, and it distracted me for a little bit. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I had that Fursona review Google form open for like give or take half a year now. And only recently, as in like 2 days ago, I advertised it. So now today we're going over the Fursonas that you guys want me to review. And just as a note, because this is a Fursona review sort of thing, I'm doing the whole rating from scale of 1 to 10. I'm doing it off of personal biases. I'm not doing any sort of roasting or being overly nice because I don't want to make you upset with me. This is just more of my own personal preference on what I enjoy. And is the camera changing for anyone, or am I going crazy? I thought I saw it shift up or down a little bit. Whatever. Point being, I am going to be honest in my biases of what I enjoy with the Fursona or not. If I give you like a 4 or a 3 out of 10 on your Fursona, don't take it as a personal attack. It's just how I feel, what I enjoy in a Fursona. Thank you. So don't get, upset. Don't think that your Fursona sucks or is awful or anything. It's all just based on my own personal preference and what I enjoy seeing in a character or not. It shouldn't invalidate your own character. But then again, you kind of already knew what you were signing up for by what I said on the Google form. I can't say Google. I said Oogle there. But yeah, let's get started with this, okay? It's going to take a bit. There's a bunch here. It says there are 85 Fursonas to go through, but it doesn't look or feel like it. Okay? But yeah, point being, don't get super upset or sad about me liking or not liking your Fursona. Okay, I'm also going to turn off that little trigger fire thing eventually, but yeah, we'll switch over to the next scene. So, here we are. What have I signed myself up for with this one? I put this on myself. I got to go through with it at this point, okay? That's how it goes here. What is that? No, this is not a Fursona roast. This is just how it is, okay? We got to be very
the content. Hope you're well.
Thank you, Nixus. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 300 bits, and thank you, Wesley, for the 300 bits as well. I appreciate it. We're gonna not pay attention to this for now. So here's the thing: I had you guys send in your Fursonas, so flashbang. Oh my lord! I had you guys send in your Fursonas to review them and go over them. You can roast me if you really want, but I don't. I love Oop. Oop is really cool. Okay, it's not a roast. It's not a roast. This isn't specifically a Fursona roast. That's not what I signed this up for. This is a Fursona review. Like that. Specifically like that. I mean, that's how I feel about this guy. This beta Aussie Shep fella. That's how I feel about him. Look at that tum. Look at that rotund. Look at that perfect curvature. It's just the perfect amount of rotund. That belly, that tummy, that's very friend-shaped and cuddleable. I gotta give him a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 easily. Also, speaking of this, I know this little thing is gonna pop up in the top left-hand corner. I did my best to remove names and whatnot from this. If you're wondering, this is also how I name my files and photos and art pieces of my Fursonas. Just do like subject and then in parentheses the the artist. So this is by Russ, who was lovely enough to bring my Aussie Shep to life. But even though I did my best to take out everyone's like names and whatnot in it, because that's just how Google Forms is, I gotta cover this up somehow. So I gotta find some image to add to this. I'm thinking about a meme. Do you guys want Bug-Eyed Quentin in the top left-hand corner, covering up the little thing right here? What do you guys say to Bug-Eyed Quentin? Do you have any personal preferences? Could go with Alpharad. What do I have in my memes folder? We have Yugi saying, "What the fuck is a pendulum?" We have Margaret Thatcher. We got Peanut Allergy. We got someone's 3D model of Jinx from Arcane. We got Spencer dressed as Utah from Jujutsu Kaisen. We got whatever this is. We got
Maverick's feet.
Meg as Nemesis. What about the TV character from Pyrocynical? You mean Pyrocynical? Hold on. Also, thank you for the beans. Let's see. What other images do we have? Also,
Maybe
thank you,
like
Wesley.
A screenshot of the all your base meme.
I'm just gonna go through. Just gonna go through my memes folder and find something. Ooh, this one's perfect. I think I found a good cover up for the top left-hand corner. All right, we just gotta adjust it now. Give me a moment. Perfect. Oh, so good. He looks like he's having a good time. Okay, I'm not here to judge. He's judging us? He's not judging us. He's just happy to be here. He's happy to be part of the get-together. He's kind of like that one friend that you really don't want to invite to the thing, but you don't want to be mean and not include him because he will take it personally. And so he's just kind of happy. He's happy to be here. I don't know who this is. Who's the boat guy? Does anyone know who he is? I just had this in my memes folder on my PC. I didn't even know that there was a boat in Thomas the Tank Engine. It's all about trains, man. Why is there a boat here? Thomas Boatman? Yeah, it's his name. Thomas Boatman. I know, Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm surprised that there's any water at all in it. It's kind of like when you watch Attack on Titan and they're like, wait a minute, there's the ocean here? There's a body of water that exists? Get out of here. Get out of here. His name is Skiff? I didn't know he was real. I'm gonna be honest, I thought he was photoshopped. I thought someone had, like, just willed him into existence as, like, a fan art thing, and everyone just kind of imagined, oh yeah, no, this is it. That is crazy, though. Meet Skiff, the boat guy thing. Also, just want to make sure that it covers up the rest of this as we go along. Oh, it does, but it covers up people's Fursona's names. Okay, so we got to make this a little bit smaller. Give me a moment. Yeah, we'll do like this. Actually, we'll just have the eyes so that he's staring at you. I can't stretch this, unfortunately. I can't do like a stretched resolution, so we got to deal with Skiff. Got to deal with Skiff in the top left-hand corner. Let's make sure that nothing's being cut off. Are we good? Yeah, I'd say that that's pretty good. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're good. I'm content. Well, maybe a little bit smaller. Okay, maybe like adjust it so that it's like this size. Yeah, now he's judging. That's all he's doing. I kind of want to change him to like another thing. I like Skiff, but like what else do I have in here? There's got to be some other meme in this folder that I can use, right? What do I got in here that's like a thin strip that would work? I don't know what to add in. This is not great. I wish I'd... Actually, now I'm curious. What happens if I add in this image cropped the way it is? I wasn't hoping for it to show the full image. I was not. Okay. We're just gonna... We'll just have it cropped like this, okay? Of all the parts for it to show, why was it the lower half? Man! You know what? I'm happy with this. Haha, just kidding. I like that. Let's have that, okay? Let's have that. You got questions? Good. None of them will be answered today, okay? That has nothing to do with this. How about this? Does your question have to do with the Fursona review? Does it have to do with the Fursona review? If it doesn't, then I don't want to hear any questions. I don't want to hear any... Why was that in the meme folder? Because it's a meme! Sonic going, haha, just kidding. What, you don't think that that's a meme? You don't think Sonic jokes around? Look, Knuckles doesn't even chuckle. Who's to say what Sonic does, you know? Sonic is a furry? God is a furry, okay? It says it on my shirt. Also, hi, Jal. We love Jal. I'm wearing your Jurch, by the way. I love this shirt. We love Jurch. Okay? It's good. It's a good shirt. Go and buy Jurch, okay? Link not in the description. Just go and follow Jal. He's good. So can we get a shout out for Jal, by the way? Can we get a shout out for Jal? He's good soup. He's pretty cool. He's cool, dude. He's cool. Where do I put chat? So that we can read chat. I need like another box or something so that I can throw chat. Hold on. I didn't even adjust the size of how I want this to go. Do we just want chat on the right side or do we want it somewhere else? I don't know where to put you guys. I want to see the Fursonas, but I don't want it to be overlaid so much by to the left of the webcam. I could, but then it's like the aspect ratios of all the ref sheets is just going to be off, and then it's like, well, I don't want it to overlap so much. Okay, the sizing here is, like, perfect. I'm gonna keep, haha, just kidding, the size that it is, okay? I've decided. Infinite chats. What if I... Okay, where's my chat asset, first off? That's half the battle. Finding it. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna throw it, like, right up here. Could someone type something in chat so I can make sure that it's working or not? Oh, perfect. Thank you. Actually, we'll have it like this. I like this. We'll have it in the top right corner. We'll see 2 chat messages, so you guys can one-up one another, okay? Very easily. It also makes it easier for me to censor it if something gets bad. Could get in horizontal chat? Is that a thing that happens? Can you do that? I don't know. Look, I've only ever been using, like, the Streamlabs widget for like 7 years now. I don't know if any of this stuff like exists or not. I am still new to this. I'm a new streamer. I'm new to the streaming sphere. Leaky Week, thank you. Horizontal chat isn't a bad idea. I might ask for assistance with setting that up sometime, Jal. For this stream, I think I'm just gonna have the chat in the top right-hand corner for like a little bit while I go through these. I think that's cool. Because I'm already taking up a lot of space on the screen. You know, I'm the star of the show. Hide us. I'm not trying to hide you guys, okay? I'm not ashamed of you. Like, at all, okay? I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I'm happy and content, okay? I love you guys. You're cool. All right. So, I asked you guys for your Fursonas. You sent a bunch of them to me. There's like over 80 submissions. We're going to go over them. Sonic is up in the left-hand corner to stop you from seeing any of the names associated with the images because Google just likes to do that. There was no way for me to turn that off. He's just making sure that you're happy and having a good time and joking around. You know, Sonic the Hedgehog. He's just there. Hi, Sonic. I'm your biggest fan. Wait, hold on. Hi, Sonic. I'm your biggest fan. Wave to Sonic, everyone. He wants to. He's checking in on you. The least you can do is say hi to him back. Okay. Look. I'm gonna open a ref sheet just so I can avoid 3rd row, 5th column. So let's get started. Oh, look at that. We're conveniently starting with my ref sheet. Oh, that's kind of cool. I love that. Also, I forgot. I gotta grab Oops ref sheet. Am I gonna open it? Oh, geez. There's so many file explorers. I'm a bit scared. Hold on. I gotta make sure I have the right one open. Okay, thank God. Oh, okay. That would have shown something bad. Let me make sure I have Oops ref sheet, okay? We need Oop. We love Oop, okay? Beautiful. Third row, fifth column is a sad moment. You know, I agree with you. I agree with you. Also, Jal, I hope you're doing well. I hope I get to see your stream later, or Tuesday. I can't remember when you stream or if you do this week, but we love Jal. Jal's really cool. Jal is really cool. All right, I have everything set up. We're officially ready. After an hour and 40 minutes of streaming, we can start the Fursona rating, review, recap. The Fursona rating situation is crazy. All right. Starting off strong with my own personal favorite Fursona, Beta the Aussie Shep, the Australian Shepherd. It's me! That's me! In all seriousness, he's pretty much as accurate of a depiction of me as a furry as could be, minus the green eyes and literally everything else. Look, he's just supposed to be me. He makes me happy every time I look at him. I just gush over him every little time I see him, and even though you can't see it on the right, he's chilling in a life jacket. That's what I would be doing. 10 out of 10 belly, 10 out of 10 petability. I agree. He's a very petable being. He is a respectable tum. Look at that curvature. That's just beautiful. I'm giving him a 10 out of 10. I can do that because it's my Fursona review. I'm biased. I said it. It's my Fursona review, so I can do what I want. Beta biased, 10 out of 10. Yeah, pretty much. But before we go on to the next one, I want to shift gears to go over a special birthday boys Fursona. Oop! We love Oop! Look, even Sonic followed us. He's even excited to see Oop. We love Oop! Oop is so cool. He's a pine marten. Wait, I didn't know his name was Petrichor. I thought your name was just Opta. And then Oop. I didn't know your Fursona had a name, like Petrichor. But I like it. It's cool. Also, I love Oop. He's so smiley and happy. Look, I don't see many pine marten Fursonas, okay? Do you know what Petrichor is? Isn't it a constellation? Or like a philosopher? It's the smell of rain. Is your Fursona a Risk of Rain reference? Look, I don't know. Oh! I forgot that the name of the planet that you go to is Petrichor 5. In Risk of Rain. I'm a dummy. I'm a big dummy. Oopsies. But yeah, it's Oop or Opta or Petrichor. I love your pine marten. I want you to know. He makes me happy whenever I see him. I like the green. He looks fluffy. I kind of just want to hug his tail, even though he has two different tails at times. I'm assuming that's whenever he feels like having a different tail. That was part of the goal of making him fluffy and huggable. Well, I want a big hug from Oop. And when I mean Oop, I mean Opta. But also I wouldn't mind getting a hug from pine marten Petrichor. Look, I'm giving him like a 9 out of 10. I like the colors, okay? I like the colors. He looks friendly. And he also keeps eye contact with you. You know, that's a big point. He knows when you're talking to him to keep eye contact because that is like the proper like etiquette. I think that it's not rude to keep eye contact with someone when you're chatting with them. Like Sonic, he's talking to us and talking with us now. He's keeping eye contact. That's a sign of gentleman-like nature. It's very rude to not be looking at someone when you're talking to them. Keeping eye contact, I know, can be awkward, but, you know, he does it from the front and the side. And even though he's not looking at me here, I feel like he's still paying attention to and looking at me. That's already like a 6.5 out of 10. Okay? Did I ever tell you how someone offered me $100 for Sonic? What do you mean for Sonic? What does Sonic mean in this context? Like a Sonic plushie? Like just $100 for Sonic that you have? Like what's the context of Sonic here? Like this? Like that? I'm actually curious about this story now. You'll have to tell me. But yeah, I'm giving Petrichor the Pine Marten, aka Opta 2056, a 9 out of 10. He keeps eye contact with you when you're talking to him. I like the colors on his ref sheet. He kind of reminds me of like a luscious forest. For some reason, I'm getting like Seattle forest vibes, like Twilight big tree forest vibes. And also, he has a nice big fluffy tail and looks like he gives very nice hugs. And he's got fluffy thighs. Who doesn't love fluffy thighs? I don't really need to give a reason other than I'm just giving him a 9 out of 10. I had a badge with a DM'd image printed upon it and someone offered me $100 for it. That is awesome. Did you take the $100? Because I kind of would have, maybe. The idea of this persona was inspired by first snowfall in the forest. I don't know what first snowfall of the forest, but that doesn't sound like Twilight. Wait a minute, why am I turning green? What is that? Why is the saturation on this camera whatever? Okay, it's weird. Okay. Beta said he wouldn't review Fursonas anymore, and here we are. When did I say that? I probably said that a bit ago. Look, I probably said it because it just... I needed a break from it. And I took a break, and now I'm here again. And I'm making it exciting, okay? I'm hulking out, Anuka. I'm hulking out. But yeah, 9 out of 10 for Petrichor. Very cool. Love the Pine Marten. Also, I don't think I really see many Pine Martens. I don't even know what a Pine Marten is. Just looks neat. I like him. But we move onward. Now we have Happy. Well, I mean, at least it's not false advertising. Look, their name's Happy. You know, they're happy in the ref sheet. I'd say that's pretty true. Also, I think this is Quillhound's Fursona. Yeah, it's Quillhound. You can see it over the overlay of my face cam. You can't see it, but I can. This is Quillhound. Quillhound's a sweetie. They're super, super sweet. But yeah, Happy. They're a beagle. I like their colors. It kind of reminds me of like a Care Bear with like the star on the chest a little, even though I haven't really seen Care Bears at all. Also, thank you, Paul, for the $2 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Beta's McD's fries pool. Are you pooling money together for me to get McDick's fries? Well, joke's on you. I'm going to probably be getting the Dr. Pepper from McDick's first because that's some crack cocaine, okay? Do I need fries? I mean, I'll get some fries if you want me to, Paul. Thank you for the super chat. That's very, very kind of you. Look, how about that? We start a donation pool for... Super chat pool for Beta getting McDick's fries. Not on stream, though, but like after, and I post pictures on my Discord server or something, okay? Reminds me of a Care Bear. That's what I'm saying. They look very happy and cute and sweet. I also like the tree on the back. Look, I like the mossy green colors and then the yellow star. It's cute. And they're happy. That's a good selling point. They're happy and they're smiling. I'd be concerned if their name was Happy and they weren't smiling or visibly happy. Okay, that'd be very concerning. I'm going to give Happy like a 7.5. You know, we round up here. An 8 out of 10. I like the colors of their Sona. I like how they managed to differentiate with the different shades of green throughout the arms and the legs. Like, there's multiple different tones of green here. And they all work together. And then the orange just kind of brings it all together. I like it. I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10. I like the green, Happy. Stay happy. You live up to your name. Oh, who is this? Joseph. I swear to God, I have seen this artist and gotten art from them before. I can't remember their name. I just remember that every time when I tried to find the artist's whether it was like on Twitter or whatever social media, it would be something different like every few months. I don't remember who this is, but I love their art style. Also, they made a Joestar Fursona, so that's easily like a 7, 8 out of 10 at least. Which, fun little fact, I just started watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure recently. I'm on like part 1, episode 4 or so. I just got to the "Hey, baby" part. It's so good. I love it. I don't know what's going on in it. I'm still kind of confused, but yeah, I like this. I like the vibes here. What is he holding? Is this like... What are these? Also, why is he electrifying this? Wait, is this Hamon? Is that what this is? I forgot. Is this Hamon? Am I correct with my JoJo lore? Am I even saying it right? Clacker volley? I kind of want to take these clackers and smack them against my head. You know, just like put my head in between and just go, like, just smack both of them on both sides. That's how you stun me and steal my wallet. Yeah, I could see their Fursona doing this, coming up to me, taking the clackers, putting them over my head, and smacking me in the head, completely dazing and confusing me, and then they steal my wallet. Hyena Joestar? I just realized that they're a hyena, too. Okay, that's like an easy bonus, like, 2 points. You know what? I'm gonna give him, like, a 10 out of 10. This is, like, probably the most accurate. Granted, I haven't seen part 2 of JoJo's. I'm assuming this is part 2, because this is Hamon that they're using, and then the clackers, and then I know part 3 or season 3 is Stardust Crusaders, which they remove the whole Hamon thing, and then they go on to whatever else, so yeah. Yeah, okay, hold on. You know, I'm getting distracted. We'll come back to this in a moment. I'm just gonna review this for now so I can delete it, because I don't want to look at this anymore. Hi. I'll give your Fursona, like, a 1.5 out of 10. There's, like, a little bit of hair, so technically it's a Fursona, and you put an effort into drawing it. I think you use, like, Windows Paint or whatever it is for it. I'm gonna at least give you some credit, okay? I can't give it a 0 out of 10 because that just feels a little mean, you know? Maybe this is someone trying their best. I'm giving them a 1.5 out of 10. You at least get some credit for turning in the assignment, okay? That's it. I'm gonna delete that now, so I don't have to keep getting distracted by it. I'm sorry. At least it's not AI. True, it's not AI. That's at least 1 bonus point there, and then you get the 0.5 for, you know, just turning it in. Like, that's what I did on my electromagnetic engineering final exam. It didn't matter if I passed or failed, got a 100 or a 0 on the final. I was still going to get a C in the course regardless, so I just drew a really cool smiley face, and they gave me 3 points for it. You're just like, oh, there's some effort. There you go. So yeah, that got a 1.5 out of 10. But this Hyena Joestar, I'm giving them like a 10 out of 10. That, if I were to take a guess here, if there was supposed to be like a canonically accurate Fursona version of Joseph Joestar, this would be it. This would be it. The energy's there. I don't know if this is a hyena or a wild dog or something, but it's an African painted dog. Look, someone said hyena, and that got me thinking it was a hyena, but still, I like it. Look, Audie, look, it's got the rounded ears regardless, okay? I'm still giving it a 10 out of 10 because this is a JoJo Fursona. I fucking love JoJo Fursonas, even though I've only seen 4 episodes of JoJo. So, you know, I'll get there, and maybe after I finish part 2, I'll be able to give a proper analysis of this, but I still like this. I love their art style, Monty. I think this is your name based on the thing up here that you can't see. Sonic's still saying hi, by the way. Love your art style. Never change. You're creative and real as fuck for this. Thank you for sending Fursonified JoJo Part 2. Also, can we get a confirmation or anything here that this is Part 2 JoJo? I can only assume this is Part 2, okay? Because I don't think JoJo in Part 1 is this cool just yet. Yes, it is. Okay, so I know my very arbitrary, minimal level of JoJo lore, okay? I'll take that. Take what I can get there. But yeah, Audie, Joseph, Joestar, I'm happy. Wait, so I gotta ask then, is the JoJo in part 1 the same one that's in part 2 here? So this is same Joseph, Joestar, right? Maybe? Look, I don't know who's who. I don't know who's what ancestor. Is it spoilers? Look. It's a different one? Okay. Great. Wait, then who's the first one? What's his first name then? I thought it was Joseph. Oh, no, it's Jonathan. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Jonathan is the first Joestar. Joseph is, I think, the child of Jonathan. Correct? I probably shouldn't even be asking this, because I should just watch the fucking series myself. Grandchild? Technically, George Joestar is the first one. Yo, I'm just gonna watch the fucking series, okay? I'll watch it. I'll just watch it. Regardless, 10 out of 10. Your Fursona gets a 10 out of 10. It's a Fursonified JoJo character in an art style that I adore. I would love to get an art piece from whoever this is again. I think they go by Monty. I can't find the artist's @ but I love their stuff, okay? Just would love to calm them, okay? Would love to commission them. There you go. There's the lesson. 10 out of 10. Ooh. A blue Derg. Okay, this is at least going to be like an 8 out of 10 in my book. I love blue dragons. I don't know why blue specifically. Also, look at how fluffy he is. That's a cute face. I like them. Who is this? The image just has a bunch of like numbers and whatnot. No name. I don't know who this is. There's no name for this character or Fursona, but I like them. They're very, very cute. They look squishable. I know. I just want to like take their face and go squish, squish. Like they're so cute. I love them. I love the blue and white and orange. I just like them. Cake. Look, it's not cake that's like, why is everyone so mean to me? It's just there, you know? It's just there. I like the blue dragon. You know what? That's what I'm a sucker for. Blue dragon with like white hair here. I like this. This is cutesy. They're very fluffy. Also, just fluffy dragon in general, you can't go wrong. I like this. I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Love the fluffy blue Derg. Makes me happy. That's just anatomically necessary buttocks. I know. I like blue Dergs. Or just fluffy Dergs in general, okay? There you go. 9 out of 10. Easy. There's a lot going on here. I like this. So this is Randy the purple dog. He is 15 centimeters tall. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Just a little guy. I also really like this ref sheet. It's so creative and cutesy. It's got vibes. Also, I dig the whole short-sleeved hoodie thing going on. That's cute. Look, I'm assuming it's a hoodie because you see like the drawstrings on the front. Look, it's a silly dog. Randy the purple dog. It's just a silly little guy. He's got chin piercings. Oh, look at that smile. That's a 10 out of 10 smile. And he's got one floppy ear. That's at least like 3+ points right there, is it not? Look, I don't know. I like their character. It's cutesy. I like the ponytail. I like the fluffy ear. The what is it? Fluffy ear? I like the ponytail. I like the floppy ear. The toe ring. That's different. I like it. I like it. I've been called Randy the Heart Dog for a reason. Oh. Why is everyone so mean to me? You know, you could change your name to Randy F. Heart Dog, because then if you say this quick enough, it could say Randy Fart Dog. I don't know why I speak, okay? Just ignore me. I'm giving you like an 8.5 out of 10. Like, that smile is so precious, okay? Okay, look, ignore everything that I said, like, over 5 seconds ago. Okay? His farts come from the heart. Listen, what did we say about forgetting what Beta said 5 seconds ago? I'm giving Randy an 8.5 out of 10. I like the purple. I like the variety on this ref sheet. It makes me really happy, and he's just a little guy. He's got the floppy ear here. Can I speak? He's got the floppy ear, the ponytail. Just a little guy. He's got the hoodie with the short sleeve. It's unique. I like him. 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 for Randy. Good purple dog. We love... I'll pet the purple dog. How about this? Pet the purple dog. You can't see me petting the purple dog, but I just did. 8.5 out of 10. Ooh, there's a lot going on here. This is Bapho. Oh, like Baphomet, Baphomet, like is this like a demon thing, I think, maybe? Look, I don't know anything about that, but still, we got Bapho, the goat, likes, what does that say? Likes, what does that say on the right? What does this bit say here? I'm gonna zoom in. Likes text? Tequilas? Okay, you know what? I agree. I do indeed like tequila as well. I like tequilas. I like tequilas, okay? Smells like leather and ash. Is that a good smell or a bad smell? I mean, the smell of fresh leather is pretty good. The smell of ash, I don't really know. Likes Godsmack. Okay, you got good taste in music. I respect it. Does magic. Likes BDSM. Okay, you know. Honest and open. I respect it. 5'6". Goat Sona. I like him. 7 out of 10. Solid 7 out of 10. Also, gotta respect traditional art ref sheet. A lot of the art ref sheets that I see are either digital or, you know, one of those bases filled in. Nothing wrong with bases either, but I always love seeing, like, traditional ref sheets drawn from the ground up like this. And with marker, too. Because I know drawing or putting something together with marker is all sorts of complicated, so good on them for doing that. I'm going to give them a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Also, I like tequila, too. That's actually what I'm going to be getting for FWA. A whole bottle of tequila and then a bunch of Trulies. That's pretty much what will have me over for the con. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Ooh. Is this Optimus Prime's Fursona? Okay, look, you can't hide that from me. I know nothing about Transformers, by the way. I haven't seen one movie, haven't seen any of the TV shows, nothing, okay? I like the colors. I mean, Optimus Prime... Transformers logo. Big wolf fella. Big wolf character. It looks like they got a 6-pack. Sorry, 8-pack. I can't count. Doing great so far, Beta. We're only like 1 row in. Doing good. They look cool. They look like a very tall wolf. Also, what are they looking at? Why are they giving me this face? Why are they looking at me this way? Stop it. Stop it. I mean... Don't, but stop it. Why is it yellow there? Well, you gotta put the headlights somewhere. He peed him. Stop. No. Thank you for your contribution. Look, you gotta put the headlights somewhere. Also, I like the background of this piece. I'd love to visit wherever this is. I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I like the big wolf vibes. Only reason a 6 out of 10, I know nothing about Transformers. I never got into it as a kid. I was more of a Bionicle kind of guy myself, but you don't see people making Bionicle Fursonas nowadays, now do you? But yeah, I like them. 6 out of 10. Ooh, friend-shaped. Ooh, he's got the glasses too? Okay, I like him. This is Finn, the Bernese mountain dog. I forgot that those dogs existed. I always wanted to know what the dogs were that come by with, like, the barrel of, like, wine or booze whenever you're, like, dying in the snow during, like, the... You know, like, those cartoons with, like, Tom and Jerry where they're out in, like, the snow or the mountains, and then you have one of these dogs come by and they're super fluffy, and you just want to give them a big hug. Look at that face! Look at him! Oh, my God. Oh, I love him. I love the colors too. Again, it just personal bias here. I always loved like the very white or very monochromatic colors matched with like some sort of very vibrant color. So you have like the dark brown or black and white, and then you have the red. And look, he's got glasses on too. I don't know why, but like, and this might just be more because this is how I am, but like I love like the big friend-shaped vibe with like the big nerdy glasses, like the big teddy bear, but like the glasses here. I like that. I like that. It's just like super cozy big friend energy, and this Bernese Mountain Dog Finn is giving it. Look, he, him, she, her, good puppy. Okay, I can't help but think of, I don't know if you guys have seen this meme, but there was someone took, you know, in the Pokemon anime, there was some moment in like the first season where like Jesse James and Ash were on like a boat and they were rowing, and there's all of them side by side after one another. There was some meme that I saw, and I don't know if it's an insensitive meme, but it was just like kind of funny at the end of the day for how they had laid it out. They had like Jesse, James, and then Ash, one after another, and then someone took a picture of mugs with like pronouns on them, one after another. For like Jesse, it was like she, her. For James, it was they, them, and then for Ash, it was cool hat. So it was just like she, her, they, them, cool hat. And it's just like, I thought it was funny. I don't know if it's like insensitive or not, so if it is, like, please do let me know. But it's just like, like, yeah, cool hat. Like, it's just kind of the vibes that I see here with this he, him, she, her, good puppy. Oh, I love that. I like that. You know what? Finn is a good puppy. I'm giving them an 11 out of 10. I love their vibes. I love this face. You can't say no to that face. That's getting a 10 out of 10 regardless. Saying anything under that is, I feel like, is a crime or is going to make them sad. I'm giving them 11 out of 10 because it's a personal bias, and the Bernese Mountain Dog is one of my favorites alongside the Aussie Shep. So there you go. Good big friend vibes. Okay, I like them. Ooh, a Vamproot. This is new. Wait, how does that work? With the oh, right, it's nanites. It's like nanobots, like nanites on the visors, so technically you can have like a vampire as a protogen logistically. But even then, you know, it's the furry fandom. You can do whatever you want at the end of the day. First time I've seen a Vamproot before. Also, I love the shorthand name for it. A vampire proto is a proot. Vamproot. I like it. It's giving Marceline vibes. Is that just me? Kind of Marceline vibes with like the hair. Maybe not like the colors, obviously it's more vibrant and green and muted. I like them. You didn't review mine? Rush, you didn't send in yours. And no, do not send me a picture of your poop in the toilet. That is not your fursona. This is very I'm sorry, I was distracted by Rush. Hi, Rush. I hope you're doing well. Look, sorry, again, I've been talking to Rush a lot recently, so that's... Look, don't forget I said anything. 5 seconds! I'm invoking the rule again. I can do that. It's my stream. Ash the Vampire Proot, Ash the Vamproot, or Ash the Vampire Proto, I'll give them like a 6.5 out of 10. It's giving off they're giving off very Marceline the Vampire Queen vibes, okay? And the first time I've seen a vampire protogen, so yeah, I like 6.5 out of 10. Ooh, hello. It's Anuka. I love Anuka. They're really cool. I mean, they're really cool. Oh, they got the glasses too, okay? Again, sucker for like the nerdy glasses, okay? I'm a sucker for nerdy glasses. I can't... Hi, Anuka. Am I saying your name right, or am I just stupid again? They are very friendly. They're very friendly. Okay, you know what? Guys can't be subtle about anything, can you? You can't be subtle. You can't be subtle, you know? Just gotta say it how it is. You know, no such thing as subtlety. Anuka. Okay, Anuka. That's how you say it. I forgore. I'm very sorry. Also, I forgot to turn off trigger fire. I'm sorry about that, too. Anuka, again, might be biased, but I'm giving you like a 9.5 out of 10. I like him. I want him to give me a big hug. he's got like he's got the dad vibe with the glasses, and then whatever's going on here, and then oh look, he's so friendly. Look, I like the ref sheet too. Okay, I like it. I also love just a little bit with like the extra fluff on the chin. Kind of adds like the facial hair part. I know that's like such a small detail that can be overlooked. I like it. I like it. Okay, he's very friendly. I want him to give me a big hug. Respectfully. Also, again, I am just, I'm a sucker for the monochromatic. Guys. Subtlety! Word of the day. Disrespectfully is fine too. Okay, you know, just, look, consent is important too. And not being weird about it is important. So, you know, I got, you know, I just want to make sure. Yeah, Anuka, I like your fella. I like your Fursona. He's very nice. He's very nice. Okay, maybe not like that. Maybe not like that. I keep knocking over my little phone stand thing for streaming. Anuka, 9.5 out of 10. Again, all you really needed was this. And you're solid. Even without it, I still like him. He looks very friendly and nice. 9.5 out of 10. Wood life jacket. Don't think too hard about that one. I just mean life jacket in general. Like, you know, the floaty vest, not like an innuendo or anything. I just look, okay. Yeah. I like your Sona. I like your fella. He's nice. I'd let him kick me in the teeth. How about that? I'd let him kick me in the teeth. And I'd still say sorry. I'll just put it down. I'd let him kick me in the teeth, and I'd still apologize. That's my review. There you go. I like it. Thank you for sending your fella in. He is nice. I also just love the sleekness of this ref sheet. Like I don't who did this. Who's this? Bosch. I think that's what it says up there. I like it. I like the sleekness of the ref sheet. It's very nice. I like it. No, not your teeth. They're great. Yeah, my very yellow teeth. They're real great. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Bosch goes so hard. He did Drew's too. Oh, yeah. Look, that's where I recognize the art style a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute. Drew definitely has some art like this. Anuka, I like your character. I'm totally not saying that over and over again to stall so I can keep looking at him. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Not at all. I'm just gonna... Also, I'm gonna hydrate real quick. Remember to hydrate. Take a nice long sip of water. And when you're hydrated, make sure to take another sip of water. Look at me as long as you need, homie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it and respect it. Taking sips off my Benjamin. Look, I would, but I've quit smoking weed for a bit just so I can be a bit more productive, and I do miss it a little bit, but at the same time, I'm very proud of myself for being a month without it. So I'm really happy and proud of myself. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? Also, Anuka, not required, but if you ever do get some life jacket art of the feller, you're required but not so required to send to me. I'm just saying. Can't see you again this fall. Wait, we've met before? Okay, now I feel bad. This happens all the time where I meet someone and I'm like, have we met before? And it's like, yes. It's like, wow, Beta, you're so good at this. Look, the way that I can probably explain it is like whenever I meet like 150 new people, there is like, do you know how like your browser history kind of like goes away after a bit? It's kind of like one of those where like naturally after meeting more people, I forget after a bit. But in all due respect, look, we get to meet again. You don't think about it this way. If we meet again, you know, we can think of it as like you're meeting a new Beta. Technically, you are because I've lost a lot of weight, so I'm technically meeting someone new. So yeah, we met at TFF and Fwa. Well, we get to meet for a third time. But in all seriousness, I thank you for sending in your bean. I like him. We got to keep going because we've got like 80 to go through, and I'm not gonna get through 80 in an appropriate time, and I also have to clean my fursuit tonight, so there's a lot to do for myself. Hee hee. Ooh, hello. Kip Cat. They look friendly. They look eepy. They look tired and eepy. They like ramen and boba, even though you can't see it. Hold on, there it is. Yums. Needs these to see, lol. I like that. Look, boba and ramen, that's all you need. That's all you need. I drew them myself. I like them. They're sweet. They look always eepy, never tired vibes. Or is it always tired, never eepy vibes? I can't remember which one. But yeah, they're super sweet. I like the pink colors. Night in the Woods vibes? Kinda, yeah. If Night in the Woods had like a summer arc, I feel like I'd see them. I feel like I'd see them in the game or story. I want to chill in and watch cool shows with them. They have the vibe of just like, let's just chill and watch like an entire series. Let's vibe and watch. I don't know what a good series is. I don't really watch TV anymore. If you remember someone asking you where Nova went at the FWA food court, that was me. I forget a lot of FWA last year, in all due honesty. Nothing against you or anything specifically, just what happened with Minecon. But still, I don't remember that and I feel bad. But we will meet again. I promise you that, Anuka. Okay. I promise those aren't scars, they're just stripes. They still look nice, I like it. I'm gonna give them a 7 out of 10. Very chill vibes. And again, you know, ramen and boba, you know, that's all you need. And I also like this little, like, kind of like logo style that you have with your name, Kip Cat, with like the ears. It's just, that's cutesy. That's cutesy. Your Fursona makes me enjoy the color pink, if that makes sense. So 7 out of 10. Give it another 7 out of 10. Techno, the Tanuki raccoon dog. So, what is there to learn about them? Kind of like the layout of this ref sheet. Just simple and straightforward. 3-tone fur, ears flip inward? Ears flip inward. How does that work? Is that kind of like, you know, if I were to touch my ear a little bit, it would just go like that? It's kind of neat. Normal wear, teeth, hands, ears. It's pretty straightforward ref sheet. I like it. Chubby. Light colored fur on belly. I mean, of course, you gotta point out that they are chubby. Dark fur rings around the tip and tail. Very nice. Simple, straightforward. I'll give them like a 5.5 out of 10. 5.5 out of 10, yeah. Go with that. Simple, straightforward ref sheet. Very nice. And again, you know, you gotta point out the chubby part of it. There you go. Also, thank you for someone else that wears flip-flops. You can't really see it. But they wear... Okay, my face just kind of covers it up perfectly. But they wear flip-flops, so, you know. Respect to anyone else that wears flip-flops like me. So, yeah. Yumi. Ooh. Hello. This is a... What I'm assuming is maybe a shark cat. That looks like a shark tail. Not much to go off of besides their ref, but it's a pretty solid ref. A shark cat! Look, sharks are chill. They're cool. I'll also give them, like, I'll give them a 6 out of 10. Give them a 6 out of 10. I like it. Look, I like the shark tail, and I like the little piercing on the end. That's cute. Very cutesy. You get a 6 out of 10, Yumi. Very nice. I also like how you did the palette here. Nice. A shark cat? Okay, we're not gonna call it that, Tiny Athena. That's mean. we're not gonna call it a no. I don't like putting those words together and creating something you shouldn't. Also, they look like they have some very big pockets, which is something that I really, really enjoy having whenever I have, like, shorts or pants. Very big pockets. Okay? That's the important part. Having big, spacious pockets, because most of the time whenever I get shorts, I can't even fit my phone in them, and then they fall out. I'm like, well, I don't even have these pants. They suck. Oh, you're a fox shark. Well, thank you for clarifying. I kind of assumed, like, cat shark, because, like, the ears reminded me of a cat, and then, like, the paw on the shirt reminded me of, like, a cat a little bit. But thank you for clarifying. Fox shark. But yeah, still, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. I like it. I especially like the roomy shorts. You got a lot of room in those shorts, okay? For whatever snacks or phone or wallet, whatever you want to put in there, because half the time I can't even fit anything in my short pockets, okay? So yeah, I like it. A fark or a shocks? Huh. I'm learning. Well, still, I like the shark hybrid. It's very nice. 6 out of 10. Oh my lord. There's a lot going on here, and I like this. So we have Ryark Lord, Dragon of Air, God of Wind. Dude, you give off final boss energy. you have final boss aura. Dude, like, that's cool. This is really cool. Where do I start with all this? I love how you have so many colors going on this ref, and they all work so well. God damn. You could punch me in the face and I'd still apologize. Not for any specific reason, but just because you look like a boss in, like, a Dark Souls game that I would have a hard time beating. And it would take me multiple different attempts. God, if they had a Fursona, basically. He does have those vibes. I like them. I mean, they are a God of Wind, literally. God of Wind, Dragon of Air. I also just love the art style of this ref. You can tell it's such a high quality and high file size ref sheet, because, like, the quality gets better and better even if you, like, keep zooming in. I like them. God damn, there's so much going on with this. I can look at this all day. I'm gonna give them a 9 out of 10. Giving them a 9 out of 10 because you have all these colors on this ref sheet and it all works so well. I mean, I feel a little visually overstimulated, but it still looks great. I love this. 9 out of 10. If you were a boss fight in a Souls-like game, I would probably struggle to beat you. Granted, I needed to be carried through in co-op in Dark Souls 3 to beat that when that happened, so... yeah. He's all upper body muscle, no lower? What do you mean, no lower? Look at the muscles on those thighs! Look at those muscles there! Look, maybe, look, okay. Maybe the upper half does have more muscle. Maybe he's built a little like the heavy from TF2, but we still, it's like, look at this! I like this! You know what? I feel like he could go toe-to-toe with Heian era Sukuna. Okay? If we're getting into like anime logistics, he could go toe-to-toe with Heian era Sukuna. 9 out of 10. Ooh, a Proot. A Shark Proot. You already got a bonus from me with having the shark tail. Or I'm assuming this is a whale tail? Is this shark or whale? I'm assuming this is a whale tail because it's a lot more rounded. Like a shark tail would be a little bit pointier, or like a dolphin tail would be a lot like thinner. It looks whale, which is different. I like that. I like the colors. I like the little patterns going on here. I'll give them a 6 out of 10. A simple Proot, but still a whale-tailed Proot. You don't really see that often. I mean, usually you see like other like shark tails, and that's fine too, but whale tail is different. Even if it isn't a whale tail, it looks like a whale tail. I was not expecting Heian era Sukuna. Look, it's been about like... How long has it been? It's been more than 6 months. We can talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. We can still talk about it even though the series is over, manga-wise. 10 out of 10 for making red/blue work. I mean, look, the last one had all sorts of colors working. That's why I gave it a 9 out of 10. These are duster colors. I don't know what duster colors are, but I do like the patterns here. They are very nice. I think I said 6 out of 10, right? Yeah, 6 out of 10. I'll go with that. Oh, this is cute. The cargo shorts and the sleeveless hoodie? Okay, I like this. I like the fit. I like the fit, okay? I don't know what species this is. I'm assuming they're a cat. Some sort of feline. This pose is cheating. Is it? Is it? They're just vibing. They're chilling. This is a chill guy. I'd give him like an 8 out of 10. Bonus points, especially because he sent in a very detailed art piece. It's a clouded leopard and a lynx hybrid. I don't know what a clouded leopard looks like, but now I know that it exists. It sounds interesting. Are sheets already pre-selected, or are you still accepting sheets? I already had to turn off submissions just because it's taking a bit to get through a bunch of them, and I don't want to overwhelm myself. I want to get through all of them. That's why I limited the submissions to like 80 or so, just so I can, you know. That pose is making my back and neck hurt. You know, you do have a point there, but also, furry logistics and art doesn't really matter at the end of the day. They look like they're chilling. The vibes look immaculate. It looks like the perfect day outside. I'm still giving them an 8 out of 10. I like that. I like the fit. I like the sleeveless hoodie because you rarely see it. And yeah, 8 out of 10. I'm literally in that pose right now. Yes, it's 3 a.m. Are you comfortable? That can't be comfortable. I want to eat the leaves. Don't eat the leaves. It's, you know what's also immaculate? Despite all those leaves on the trees, not a single one on the grass. Not a single leaf on the grass. You know, you might have a point about them cheating. But still, I like the art piece and I like the character. Vibes look cozy. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Oh! Oh, they're zooted. they're zooted. So this is cat or K? I'm assuming that's a Y there. Pansexual, 23 he, him, stoner. I couldn't tell. K, I like them. DJ, musician. I like their vibes. They look chill. They look like they're just here for a good time. Just to chill, have a good time, vibe out, figuratively and literally. I also like their eyes are more pinker or pinkish when they're like high or zoot zoot. I give them a 6.5 out of 10. The vibes are chill. Also, do we love our DJs and musicians in the furry fandom? Just saying, we do. Underappreciated in my opinion. What if that's their eyes when not high? True. But I feel like with the context clues here, there's enough context to think or assume that they are Zoot Zoot. Oh, that's the natural colors? Oh, well, even still, I like it. Look, I like the pink with, like, the darkened purple. And also Skunk Sona. We love Skunk Sonas. They don't change much. Fair. Still, 6.5 out of 10. Okay. This is easily getting an 8 out of 10 just because of the forklift. Just because of the forklift by itself, it's like an 8 out of 10. I just wish I got a little bit higher quality of an image here, but the forklift already gives it like an 8 out of 10. I'm sorry. And they're forklift certified? Okay. You know, forklift certifications are a very big deal in this day and age. Girls love a guy who's forklift certified. Exactly. I don't know who they are, but they're kind of like a goat with some like are they like a cyborg goat? Cyborg goat? A goatborg? I don't know, because they got like the cybernetic arms, the automail sort of going. Oh, they're a bull. Oh, okay. You know what? This is why beta needs things written down on reference sheets rather than assuming what they are. Look, the lack of context does make it cooler, because you don't know why they're smiling. Why do they have all those boxes there on the forklift? What are they taking on the forklift? They're just flexing next to the forklift because they know that they're cool with the forklift certification. And you know what? We love confidence in this household. I'm giving them an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 for the forklift certification and for the confidence, okay? And also, you know, the arm color works with, like, the eyes, and it's a bull Sona. Bulls are cool. Yeah. Okay, so... This isn't a Tootsie review stream, okay? What do you mean 11 out of 10? What's 11 out of 10? This is just the crotch cam, the foot cam. Okay, to be fair though, the fact that you got the white kicks going and they are still immaculately white, you're doing something right. Maybe a 10 out of 10 is the right rating for it, okay? Whose is this? There's just a bunch of numbers for the name. Someone just took a picture of their Tootsies and sent it? I mean, to be fair, I do that a lot too. Friends will ask me, where are you at a con? And then I'll take a picture literally of this. And then I'll be like, come find me. And they're like, Beta, you're not helping. I hate you. And I'm like, I know. Who is this? I don't know who this is, but you know what? Fine. You get a 10 out of 10 simply because the whiteness of those shoes is still immaculate. I don't know how you manage it. White shoes almost always get dirty as soon as possible, but it is a Fursona. It's a calf Fursona. I hate it. Fine, 10 out of 10 for the white shoes. For the white Vans. Damn, Daniel. Is the meme dead? Am I cringe for saying it? Am I out of touch? Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white Vans. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Someone didn't say it. No one said the white shoes, okay? Daniel out of 10. There you go. That's what I'm giving it. Thank you, newer boomer. Okay. What? It's been like not even 20 Fursonas? And we already getting feet pics? Great. I don't think I'm allowed to show most of this, but it's a fashion magazine. I don't know who the artist is, but guys, what did we say about subtlety here? I want to remain monetized, so I might have to move past it quicker. I'll give it like a 7.5 out of 10 for being bold enough to submit it, you know? Knowing that it would very well would be on Twitch and YouTube, so... Femboys and firearms. That is... You know what? Scratch that. 8.5 out of 10. The creativity in making a magazine cover. Glock 19 with a Spas 12. Everyone is having their last stream before FWA beta. I'm so sad. Who's gonna play Poop City with me? Thank you, Rush. Okay, you know what? This gives an 8.5 out of 10 for the shark tail going. That's nice. Okay. I like the art style. It's very nice. Rush, we'll play Destiny when I get back, okay? How about that? Is that good? I'm good with that, okay? Stalling? I'm not stalling. I'm just responding to Rush. Look, you think I want to stall? I want to stay monetized, okay? I want to stay monetized, but I like the cover. I'm giving an 8.5 out of 10 just because the cover and creativity here is neat. Oh, that's cute. Oh, the big ears. Oh my goodness. I like the big ears on this fella. Where is this? Is this Seattle? I don't know why I immediately think whenever there's like a city skyline with a pointy needle that it's Seattle. It's a bunny dragon? That's cute. Look, it's a cutesy art piece. I like them. They look happy-go-lucky. The big ears alone are very... oh my god, that floofy tower. Tower? I need to fucking speak before I read. The floofy tail is very cute, too. It looks like Toronto, possibly the CN Tower in Toronto. I don't know. It could be anything. It's probably not Seattle, because I'm an idiot. I'll give the Fursona 7.5 out of 10. I like the big ears. The big floofy ears are cute. Look, the ears are bigger and longer than their arms. That's gotta speak for something. Just saying. It's actually Atlanta, Georgia. Rush! I swear to God. Actually. I swear to God, Rush. Oh my god. Why? Airplanes are jealous of those ears? Yeah. They probably don't crash as much. I can't say that. I can't say that. We'll keep going. Moving on. Oh! A red panda. A Woah! We love Woahs. This is Thesia, the red panda. The Woah! Shy, friendly, likes computer games, Jim. I feel like that's a lot of red pandas that I know. Literally, I swear, like most, if not all red pandas that I know or have met are like programmers or software engineers or like IT folk in some way, shape, or form. I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from, but that's just what I kind of imagine and see a lot. I like them. They put the red in red panda. I give it a 5 out of 10. They put the red in red panda. And they're nerdy. I mean, look, they even have the expression there for being nerdy. You know? Like shy, friendly, nerdy. Shy and friendly. There you go. I'm a civil engineer, though. Well, it's still engineering STEM in some way, shape, or form. You're breaking the stereotype that I have established or found. Also, that's really cool that you're a civil engineer. I couldn't do civil engineering for the life of me. I wish I could. I could have gone in some way a little bit during my mechie school, but still. You put the red in red panda, Thesia. I give you a 5. Actually, 5.5 out of 10. I'll do 5.5 out of 10. We'll go with that. I like the rough. Look, you have the little trait next to your name, shy, friendly, and you got this picture of you that looks shy and friendly. I like. Very cute. Okay. There's a lot to unpack with this one. Hi, Draxler. So there's a lot going on here. I don't know what to say. Like, every time I look, I get distracted and I lose whatever I was thinking of. You doing okay there, Drax? What do I say? What do I say? What can I say? So much to say, so little to say. Where do you start? Where does it end? I'll give your Fursona based on the art piece. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because I'm a loss for words here. I gotta move to the next one. I'm a little scared. Have a good day, Drax. Goodbye. Taking Beta's breath away. Stop it! Not that. I'm moving on. I also love the PNG background. I respect that too. Aww. He's big eepy. Beware. He eepy. He's big eepy. Big and eepy. Big eepy. It's a big dragon. Big eepy. He eepy. Big eepy. Beware. He's big eepy. 7 out of 10 for being big eepy. That's all I got. Also, this is really cute. Like, that's really precious. Big Durg holding, cuddling teddy bear. That's cute. I like that. That like melts my heart a little bit. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Very cute. Ooh, another red panda. What's their name? What's he looking at down there? Oh, he's looking at the tail. You know, I would too. That's a big fluffy tail. I like the bamboo background. They look swell. Wait, where's the pink in their ref sheet? I'm assuming that's their tongue or something. Again, more Woahs, more red pandas. I'll give them like 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I like the patterns. It's cute. There's a lot going on. I like. Ooh. Was this ref sheet made in Microsoft PowerPoint? For some reason, just the layout of like the header and then whatever image is below, it reminds me of Microsoft PowerPoint. So this is Dusters, Furry Gray Fox, a polished piece, this wonderful portrait in a digitally colored pencil sketch. This is the best art of him I have to show. I made it in paint.net using a compilation of art I did. That's cute. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it does kind of give like PowerPoint vibe. Not that that's a bad thing. I've seen people make like full-on art pieces through PowerPoint. And Furry Gray Fox, I like you featuring your different art pieces. This is a creative way of putting together a ref sheet, I will say. I'll give them a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. It's giving me nostalgia. Mainly just the ref sheet layout of it. I know you use like paint.net from what you said, but it gives me PowerPoint vibes, which is a little nostalgic for me. Yeah, 6 out of 10. I like it. Very clever way of putting together a ref sheet with just different art pieces. It makes it a lot more cohesive rather than sending little scattered images here and there. So you're doing artists a favor when you go and commission your art from them. So yeah. Yeah, Emerald. No, I'm not gonna touch you at Flaw. Emerald, I swear to God. But hi, Emerald. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. Look, I like the layout of this. It's a cutesy way of putting together a ref sheet. I like it. Let's keep going. Oh! Wait, is this... Is that the same... Is this the same guy? It is. Is this cheating? Are you trying to swoon me for a higher rating? A little bit of spice. When I add red chili flakes to my food. My food without chili flakes. My food with chili flakes. I mean, literally, chili flakes are pretty good, I must say. Yeah, I mean, bold of you to add more than one. I'm assuming it's because you couldn't add a second art piece and you wanted to add a second one, or maybe you forgot. They're very nice. I like the art piece. I like the tank top. I also do like putting chili flakes on my food. It is quite spicy. I'll give you half a point. 7.5 out of 10. Okay. Even though I did say send in one ref, you know, it's just like you asking please. Like, hey, can you rate my Fursona? And then please. Notice how chat went silent for a second, and then, you know, everyone started putting their emotes. You know, so yeah. The Femboy magazine was a character from earlier and you said nothing? Was it? I don't... Dude, I don't know. I forget a lot of things, okay? This is why I should have had, like, submit in one, in just one. Look, this is how we learn for the future. Maybe. I don't know. Look, I wanted to do something different with Google Forms. And I did, and... still nice. I like the art. I feel like I would probably see this art piece at one of those like kinky parties where like on the TV they have like a slideshow or like previews of like kinky furry art pieces on the screen. Have you ever been to one of those like room parties? I have. I actually saw Frey on one of the screens. Literally, I was at a kinky room party and Frey showed up on the screen. Once I'm like, oh my god, wait, that's Frey. So yeah, that's neat. 7.5 out of 10. Ooh, very blue. Look, I like the color blue. So you got a lot going on here. So many different colors. It kind of hurts my eyes, but I like it. So this is Zinski. They're a Fulf. A blue fox. Daring today, aren't we? No, but in all seriousness. Tongue mostly out. Silly. Arch user, by the way. What's an arch? Like, is that like an operating system? Base by Umanagarcha. I thought that was about to say Ooga Booga. Do not remove. I can't draw. Well, that's okay. Also, I appreciate that you use a base for your ref sheet. Very, very cute. I like the colors, okay? There's, like, it's an example of how you manage to take, like, one color of blue and use all these different shades of it, and it works out. It looks good. Like, it looks like it's got, like, color variety, but it's all, like, the same blue color. Well, not the same blue color. It's different shades and blues, but I like it. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's cohesive. It's cohesive. 7 out of 10. Very blue. Very blue. Oh, hello. You are very dapper. Wes Franklin. A horse. And well-dressed, too. Very, very dapper. Oh, look at that smile. Very gentlemanlike. I'd let him kick me in the teeth. I'd let him... I need to stop saying that. I need to stop saying that, because then someone's actually going to do it. Because reading the room and jokes just to some people are out the window, so I can't be saying that as much. I like them. They are very well dressed. I also like their hair. Look, I don't know. I'm just saying. They're very dapper, okay? Also, hi, Ford. How you doing? It's Ford. Oh my god, it's Ford Fusion Husky. Ford Fusion Husky is really cool. Oh my god. Whoa. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie, some Gaston vibes. I disagree. I mean, maybe the aura to the extent... I mean, to be fair, if I did see, like, Beauty and the Beast before this, I might think the same. But honestly, I think they're just very dapper. I think they're very dapper. They're just chilling. A gentleman. One can hope that they're a gentleman. Very Jonathan-esque from JoJo. Yeah. Hi, I just ended my 6-day work streak, 12 hours each day. Oh, Ford. Oh, are you doing the before FWA grind like everyone else is? Oh, hon. I'm sorry. Oh. Gaston vibes would be more in line with, like, a huntsman. You know, if they had, like, a rifle on them, I would think more like Gaston vibes. Or, like, if they dressed like Gaston. But I like them. They're very gentlemanlike. I'm giving them a 7.5 out of 10. Very, like, I feel like they would say hello, or, what, they would say hello. Yeah, Beta, you're doing a great job. I feel like they would say something like salutations to me, or like good day to you. And if they wanted to insult me, they'd say good day, or good morrow. What's that saying that's, like, supposed to be rude? From, like, Scrooge or, like, Spirited? What's that saying that's supposed to be, like, rude? Good morrow? Do not give a deer a gun? Well, it's a good thing they're a horse. Bless your heart. I can't remember what it was. Did anyone see Spirited? Like that movie on Apple TV with like Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. That was really good if you haven't seen it. Very good Christmas movie. I can't remember what it was. It's like what Scrooge says to like end a conversation quicker in like the Christmas Carol. Or in Scrooge. I can't remember what the saying is. Regardless, they're very dapper. They seem very friendly. I'm giving them 7.5 out of 10. We got to keep going with this, otherwise we're going to stick on these for a while. I think it's just good day. I think it really is just them saying good day. Underrated movie? I'm telling you, it's a good movie. You got to go and see it. Okay? Ford, I can't wait to see your face. I can't wait to see your face in a few days. And then I can go up to you and go, ah, 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 ah. And then I can look at you weird like, why would you do that? Why would you make that noise? There are people around. They're trying to... Why would you do that? Can't wait to do that in the airport and look at my friend like, why'd you do that? Why'd you say that? Why'd you make that noise in public? We're around people. I gotta stop. All right, let's keep going. Carmel, not caramel, Carmel. Also, look at that smile. That is a very big smile. That's also a big smile. Okay, this ref sheet is cursed. I'm trying to zoom in and it's not letting me zoom in. So they're a sand cat. What's a sand cat? I've never heard of or seen a sand cat before. But I like them. Also, they got the mixture between like the spiky collar and the bell on the collar. That's different. That's nice. I also kind of like the sand-like pattern around their body. It's very cute. Sand cat. I've never heard of or seen that before. It's like a feline version of a fennec fox. Huh. That's neat. That's very neat. I like that. I'm going to give them a 6 out of 10. Never seen or heard of a sand cat before, but now I have. Also, I'm not accepting submissions. I close them just so I can get through most, if not all of them today, which I don't even know what number we're on, but I'm gonna keep going for like the next 30 minutes or so, give or take, and then we'll either take a break or stop, and then I'll pick this up tomorrow after my nail painting stream, because I gotta paint my nails, and then I'll do some more of these. I want to at least get through these if I can. If I can get it before FWA, then I'll be happy with that, okay? But yeah. What did I say for them? 6.5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10? Something around that. I learned about sand cats today. There you go. Ooh. You look nice. They look like a courier. I like the glasses. Prof. Gregory the Wolf. Well, now you know that they're part professor. Or professor. Prof. Gregory? I like them. They look very nice. I like the pink. It's a nice touch. Again, you know, I like the vibes of like the muted dark gray, black, white colors, and then it's accentuated by like a very vibrant pink or blue or red or yellow. Prof. Gregory the Wolf. I'd like to have them as my teacher. Or professor, sorry. There's a big difference between teacher and professor. Do not call your professor a teacher. Don't do that. I also like the fit. I'm gonna give him a 7.5 out of 10, especially for that smile. Look at that smile. That's a very genuine smile. I like it. I like it. 7.5 out of 10. Oh, it's Vuoripeikko. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's a lot going on there. It's a panda. A cozy panda. Look at that. The baggy jeans or pants and then the baggy hoodie. I like it. You look cozy. This is Vuoripeikko. Of course I recognize Vuoripeikko. Of course I recognize Vuoripeikko. I don't know what's going on here. Now I'm kind of curious. I hope that's not uncomfy. I also like the tail. That's a nice touch. Pandas without the emo eyes look cursed? Emo eyes? Do pandas have emo eyes? What I don't think I've seen other like pandas before. Actually, I've never seen a panda IRL before. Don't know what pandas look like. So maybe they're not real. Kind of like giraffes. I've never seen a giraffe IRL, so I don't know if a giraffe is real or not. Could be just as mystical and made up as the unicorn. You don't ever really know. I do like pandas, though. They're very cutesy. I mean, this has some aura. But this is cutesy. Are you real? Are you real, J1209? I or L? Are you? I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10. Also, just because I haven't seen pandas before. I like pandas. They're cool. I'm gonna give Vuoripeikko a 6 out of 10. Don't know what's going on there. Their tail looks pretty cool and different. And look cozy. They got cozy vibes. They got cozy vibes. I love cozy vibes. Life is too short for you to not be comfortable and cozy, you know? It's got to be cozy for the sake of it. That doesn't look cozy, but maybe to them it's cozy, so you know what? All to them, 6 out of 10. Ooh, very green. See, this is something that I haven't seen for some reason. Some sort of like hacker glitched fox, like a data fox or data Fursona. That's like a vibrant green, kind of like, you know, the hacker, like, data space green. You know what I mean? Like a matrix green. You don't really see that, like an actual glitched data fox. I like this. This is new. To me, at least. They look super eepy, though. They look so tired. Dude, take a nap. Get like a, get like a nice nap in. I also like the little chip on their chest. Granted, I feel like it would have been a bit more fitting on the left side near the heart, but it's still nice. I like it. Cyber Chase Hacker Sona. Okay, you know what? I got reminded that Cyber Chase was a thing again recently. Don't remind me how old I am, man. Please. Oh, man. What a great show, though. They look super eepy. They look like they need a nap. Also, I don't know why, but this little expression and face looks very cutesy. They look very soft. I'll give them a 6 out of 10. I know I'm just kind of going with middle of the road for a lot of these, but this is just, it's a cutesy rough sheet. 6 out of 10 for the Glitch Fox. Green Hacker Glitch Fox. I like the lime green. I like the eepy vibes. Also, thank you for the raid pie, Thor. I greatly appreciate that. Hope you had a good stream on your end. What are you getting up to? We'll get a shout out for them in the chat. We're going over Fursonas. We're doing rating reviews. We'll probably do a few more, and then in a few minutes we'll wrap things up. Unless we manage to get through all of them. I don't know if we will or won't. But at some point we might. Probably not till like tomorrow at this point, but still, we'll keep going. Anyhow, Glitch Fox, 6 out of 10. Also, yeah, get some rest, Pythor. Get some good rest on your end. Thank you for sending your community over. It means a lot. Get some good rest. Ooh. Is that... What's going on in the top left-hand corner? What's going on up there? Who's that? Who's that fella? Who's I like it. You know, I respect it. Trying to swoosh in that fellow there. I see. I see your game. I respect your game. Either way, Twister. I don't know what animal Twister is, but the deep blue is something. There's a lot going on. They got some blood that can't be comfortable or cozy. That doesn't look comfortable, but it's a nice touch. Fox, maybe? Maybe. I'll give them like a 4.5 out of 10. I like the ref. You know, they fill it out pretty well with like the mirrored image here. It gives Yote vibes. It kind of does with the ears here. Yeah, I'll give it 4.5 out of 10. Actually, not 5 out of 10, just because whatever's going on up there, I respect it. I respect you swoosing in. Is that supposed to be Dracula from Hotel Transylvania? I never saw that series at all. Any of those movies, period. He's got I don't know if it is or isn't, but something's going on up there and it caught my eye. I'll give it a 5 out of 10 for Dracula from Hotel Transylvania. Now you're reminding me of that Maya Winky video. I want to go and watch that again. Thank you for reminding me of that. The deep blue color is something. Why is Adam Sandler Dracula? Adam Sandler's Dracula? That's funny. That's funny. Whoa. I really like the color scheme of this ref. It's so dark. I like it. Oh my god, and the pattern here? Okay, so this is Mort, or Mortanius, the Necromancer. A Kenku Daemon. So they're a Necromancer, crow, like burb. I like this. It's so dark and edgy. I like it. Like, even on my screen, you can't even see this black color here. It's just so dark. I like it. This is giving, like, prime Edgar Allan Poe vibes. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because he likes crows and Nevermore and all that. Also, didn't Edgar Allan Poe die in, like, a gutter or something? That's edgy. That's hardcore as fuck. Probably not. That doesn't seem fun. I like this. It gives crow vibes. I like the color scheme. I know it's all just like dark colors and black, but like, I like it. I'm personally giving this like a 7 out of 10. The horns are nice. I don't know why, but the horns specifically remind me of Niv Mizzet from Magic. One of the crows in Rick and Morty season 4 finale. Is it? Edgar Allan Poe's death is very mysterious. He was a failure in life till after he died. Isn't that for a lot of like artists and poets and writers and whatnot? Maybe. I know for Edgar Allan Poe, he just like kind of died in a gutter and then he became like a legend after his lifetime. Still, regardless, sidetracking, I like this ref sheet. It is very dark. I was not expecting how like dark and black this was going to be, even when clicking on it. It kind of surprised me. It's like the opposite of a flashbang. It just kind of absorbs the light. I like it. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. Very much like them. Mort the Necromancer, very clever. I think he died from depression, if I remember from years back when I was in school. Yeah, like I'm trying to take this from like knowledge that I had back in like my sophomore year of high school, so I don't know. But still, I like this ref. Sonic likes this ref too, just to remind you. He does. He does. Ooh. I like this. This is very... Even though there aren't really, like, feathers here, it's giving me very, like, feathery, fuzzy vibes. I like the colors. Orange, yellow, red, purple, like a lavender, pinkish purple. I like this. It's an Avali. I was gonna say, it's reminding me of, that one Pokemon from Pokemon Black and White. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like kind of like a feathery dragon bird thing. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, Archeops, I think. Look, I gotta go back and play Pokemon Black and White again. I haven't. I like it. I like the colors. Also, it's an Avali, so that's neat to see. I don't really see many Avalis anymore. I'm giving that. Also, I like the monocle. That's a nice touch. I almost did not recognize it. The monocle is a nice touch. I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10. I like the colors. It is very appeasing. You got a mixture between like kind of the Phoenix colors and the deeper dark colors of whatever the purple is supposed to be. Look, I'm an idiot when it comes to color and analysis, okay? But point being, I like the colors. They work well, and I like the monocle. Did I say this was a 7 out of 10 or 6.5 out of 10? I'd say it's around there. 6.5, 7 out of 10. Yeah. I love how in, like, the second Fursona re-reviewed, we're not, like, I was like, oh, we're gonna round up. We don't do 0.5s, and then I immediately start ranking, like, 0.5 out of 10 immediately after. Gotta love the basis of how I review these Fursonas. Which, again, just goes to show Probably spending more time on these than I should be, which means I should probably speed this up. But yeah, I like this. I like the monocle. It's a nice touch. A mermaid! Are you from H2O? I'm kidding. Look, every time I talk to Dexter or I think about Australia, I always think of H2O, just add water. But still, is this like a cat mermaid? Like a tiger mermaid? I like it. I especially like the pattern on the tail. Why is Sonic just kidding? Why isn't he just kidding? He's always kidding, okay? A mermaid tiger? I like it. I also like the fishnet as sort of their like top part here. That is a nice touch. I like this. I don't really see any like mermaid Fursonas unless you count like part shark, part fox things. This is nice. I'm giving this a 7.5 out of 10. Tiger, shark, mermaid? I never thought about it that way. It's like a mare tiger. I like it. 7.5 out of 10. Very nice. You don't really see many mermaids. Reminded me of H2O, just add water. Reminded me of the times where I'd be subjected to watching Teen Nick because my sister wanted to watch H2O and see the mermaids. But yeah, 7.5 out of 10. Bixby. A bleat Sona. Bleat. Are they like a goat? Kind of reminds me of a goat. Why is everyone so mean to me? I like them. They're very fluffy. I'm assuming that this is a goat. Wait, Bigsby the Ixie? What is this? What's an Ixie? I'm curious now. You've piqued my interest. Or is this like a custom species sort of thing? Does anyone with knowledge here have any insight? A Neopet? I forgot about those. I was never a Neopet kid, but I know a lot of my classmates that were. That's clever. I'm surprised we haven't seen many like Neopet style Fursonas or characters. I like that. Granted, I know nothing about Neopets like at all. I just know that if I had a Neopet, it would have had the same fate as my Webkins and would be starving. Even still, they would be starving. But yeah, I like it. That alone is creative. If I didn't have noticed this detail, I'd have been like, oh, it's a goat Fursona. But it's still, I like that. I like them. Very creative. Nostalgia. I know. I give it a 5.5 out of 10 just because it reminded me that Neopets exist. And also just a Neopet Sona, that's clever. That's different. You don't see that. Still no Bionicle Sona, I'm just saying. Just saying, could throw it out there for anyone. I'm kidding. Okay. But still. Let's see, we'll do a few more. And if we don't get through the rest of it, we'll go through the rest tomorrow, okay? How about that? We'll go through the rest tomorrow after our nail painting stream, just because I gotta clean my fursuit and get some shit done tonight before I go to bed. And I do go to bed a lot earlier than I used to. What time tomorrow? I'll probably start stream at like 6:37. I'll do my nail painting, and then after that I'll do my Fursona review for the rest of them. Because what, we've been going for like about maybe hour 40, hour 30, so yeah. We need more Himalayan salt Sonas. Yeah. I do like that though, Neopet Sona. Never seen that before. It kind of like touches me to the extent of like me having a Digi-Sona, or at least starting with a Digimon style Fursona and then building it up. This is cute. I like it. Oh hey, it's Jacob Spencer. I know that Tanuki. Also, I didn't realize the leaf symbol from Pokemon around their neck. It's very clever, very nice touch. This is awesome. I gotta agree. Well, granted, if I saw a Tanuki coming at me if I saw a Tanuki coming at me stomping along like that with a gurgle in their belly and looking at me like that, I'd be a little afraid. I'd be a little like, I'm not food. I'm not into Vor. I know plenty of friends who are. I can introduce you to them. Like my good friend Hunter, if he's here. But no, I like Jacob's character. Very, very chill. Tom Nook, if he was cool. Yeah, if he wasn't like a tax collector. If he wasn't a part of the capitalistic issue with our society. But no, I like Jacob Spencer's character. I like the whole backwards hat and then the hair going through it. That's a nice touch. Gives me like chill, cool dude friend vibes. I like the necklace thing around their neck. I feel insensitive for not knowing what that is, but they have like the grass type symbol from the Pokemon games or the Pokemon card game, so that's neat. And they're a big stompy boy. I'm gonna give them a 6 out of 10. Leaf Stone? Yeah, I kind of like a Leaf Stone. Well, a Leaf Stone is different, isn't it? I know that the logo for the leaf here kind of reminds me of, like, you know in the Pokemon trading card game, they have, like, the grass type, and then there's a certain symbol or logo for it, or, like, leaf energy, grass energy. I think that's what it's supposed to be, right? Unless this is literally just supposed to be, like, some sort of Tom Nook, like, Animal Crossing logo thing. I don't know. Oh, like, I don't know. But still, they say this is awesome. And you know what? This is awesome. You're so nerdy and analytical. I'm so dumb when it comes to a lot of this because I'm just kind of assuming. I don't know if this is factual or not. But you know, that's the good thing about it. Even if you're wrong, you're confident in knowing that maybe people will believe you. Which is not a good thing. It's not a good trait to have, but you know, yeah. Either way, 6 out of 10 for the Tanuki. I'm still scared of the predisposition and context of this. He's stomping towards me, gurgling belly. He's looking at me. I mean, at least he's making eye contact, but I'm like, hey, why are you looking at me that way? I'm not food, I'm friend. Just because I'm friend-shaped and pear-shaped does not mean I'm an actual pear. But yeah, 6 out of 10. Ooh. I like this. Cheese? Their name is Cheese?
It's supposed to be a leaf because he's a Tanuki. Based on the legends, Tanukis shape-shifted using leaves.
Oh. Well, now I know, and I'm learning, so thank you for the insight, Wesley. I just kind of assumed, you know, it was like a Pokemon leaf thing. Hold on. Now I'm curious. Hold on. Maybe I am just an idiot, and I have only really used, like, a little bit of my knowledge of the Pokemon thing. What the fuck what did Narpy send me? I'll look at that later. Hold on. Pokemon TCG Green Energy. Oh. So that is very different from that. Okay. I'm just an idiot. I'll take it. I trust that your knowledge on the Tanuki is more of what it's supposed to be with that very vibrant necklace. Okay, you know what? Look, it reminded me of Pokemon TCG, which I used to love as a kid. So, still, my feelings apply. I have so many of them energy cards laying around. Me too. Somewhere, but I don't know where. Still. We like Jacob Spencer. They're chill. Anyways. Excuse me. There's the cheese. There's the cheese. Anyways. Cheese. The male fluffy dragon. Well, you're fluffy and a dragon, so you're already two things that I like. Also, very, very cute front-facing ref. I like the colors. Again, black and white, monochromatic. Personal favorite of mine. I also really like this background. I love the vibrancy of this. Eyes can glow. They have a pouch. How many snacks can you fit in there? How many pizza rolls, tater tots can you fit in there? What kind of snack would you put in there? This is an important question. This is needed for the Fursona review. I really like this ref. Like, I really like the colors. Many snacks, I put pretzels. What kind of pretzels? This is important. Look, the reason why I say is because my friend Amlik, or Alec, who is a Gator-roo, says he fills his pouch is filled with infinite tots. Infinite tater tots. And so, with that knowledge, you know, if you're fitting multiple tater tots in there, they gotta be hot and fresh. My assumption is that his pouch is an air fryer. The biggest air fryer in existence. So, with that, maybe your pouch is just a snack pouch. I like it. You know what? The pouch is just added personal pockets. Okay? I like them. They're very, very cutesy. I love the fluff. I love the ears. I love the pouch. It's very, very cute. I'm giving them an 8 out of 10. I really like the colors. I especially love the background. That is just so vibrant. Listen to what you just said. His pouch is an air fryer. Yeah, his pouch is an air fryer. That's like a bonus 0.5 points. 8.5 out of 10. There you go. You sold it for an extra 0.5 points. Saltwater taffy. Still pretty good. I like them. And their name is Cheese, too. That's cutesy. Motherfucker has a fever 24/7. Fair enough. 8.5 out of 10. I like them. Wendo. I've seen this cat before. I really like their patterns. That, like, the pattern, the spots, and all that. Very, very cute. Also, again, just gives, like, Lion King vibes. I like it. I like them. I think they're a cheetah, right? Wendo the cheetah. I know they sent me a picture of theirs before to be added in with, like, the whole PNG thing on stream. I do really like the patterns on their cheetah or their character. I don't know if it's a lion or lioness or a cheetah, but still, I like them. I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. I really like those patterns. It was supposed to be in order. I think it is in order, but then Google Forms fucked something up with it, with the order of it. So I don't know where we are. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to do like 2 to 3 more, and then I'm going to probably wrap it up. I am getting a little tired, and I'm losing my oomph, and I want to give, you know, fair reviews of each Fursona, okay? So that's just kind of how it be. So after these next 3, we'll pick it up after that tomorrow. Then we'll go over the rest of the refs and in characters, okay? That's only fair. Because I want to get to everyone. So tomorrow, after I paint my nails on stream, we'll do the rest of this, okay? Good? Yay! Also, hi, Femi. How you doing? Cool idea. A fondue-based furry with a pouch that works like a fondue pot. That is really cutesy. I like that idea. And then they just go around the con with a fondue pouch, which would also be very messy and probably not a good idea, but still. Yeah. I never watched The Lion Guard. I stopped paying attention to The Lion King after Lion King 2. I was content with that. How many Sonas left? I have no clue. I don't even think we're halfway through to some extent, but we're going to keep going. 2 to 3 more. Wendo, I think I gave them a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, 6.5 out of 10. I really like the markings. And also just reminds me of traditional Lion King with their cheetah character. Very cutesy. Very cutesy. A dog! A golden retriever. Oh, so cute. I love them. I love this art style. Oh my goodness. Also, hi Chase. Hope you had a good stream. Could we get a shout out for Chase in the chat? Welcome on in. The Fox fam has opened their parachutes and dropped in for a raid. Does the parachute come with a life jacket? But hi, I hope you had a good stream on your end. Go and drop a follow to Chase. They're a good bean, good streams, good energy. I'm doing a Fursona review. Very last seconds. Very last seconds. Not second. I should have said second, but not seconds. Yeah. I can speak. But I hope you're doing well, and I hope you had a good stream on your end. We're doing a Fursona review. We just ran into Teak-ass. Teak-ass? Teak-ass. I mean... you could put an emphasis on the ass part if you'd like. I don't know. But still, I really like the art style of this character. Also, that collar. The colors are very cute. Orange and purple. Very underrated combo, in my opinion. I like their vibe. They're a golden cocker retriever. They give off, oh, what's that recent show that everyone is over the moon about? With the two dogs? What's that show again that everyone really loves? I can't remember the name of it. I'm probably not going to watch it either, just because I'm very bad at remembering it. All dogs go to purgatory. Ah, yes, yes, my favorite movie. Belford and Lupin. Yeah, it gives, like, the character gives off Belford and Lupin vibes. I feel like they'd be a character in it. I like them. Also, actually, the art style does kind of remind me of All Dogs Go to Heaven. This is very, very cute. I like the simpleness of this ref sheet and the character. I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10. I like the orange and purple collar. It's a nice color combo, okay? Committing EP. Also, have a good rest, Fluffin. Thank you for sending in your Sona. They were very, very cute. Gives me Lady and the Tramp vibes. I've never seen Lady and the Tramp, believe it or not. But I like their character. It's very simple. It's very cutesy. I like the art style, and I like the collar. 5.5 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. I love their hair. That is some very, very vibrant hair. And I like it. Also, this the aura here. I love this face. That has some energy. But this is Scotty Bear. I like her. I like the vest. That is very nice. Scotty, your character has aura. I love her. The hair is immaculate. They like soda. I like soda too. You want me to what now? What is the thing that they want them to do? Want her to do? What is it? I especially like that face. That's just cutesy and funny to me. I'm gonna give them a 6 out of 10. I love the hair. And the ref sheet's just cool too. I mean, again, I shouldn't be judging it off of the ref sheet, but again, you know, it's beta bias at the end of the day. That's how it is. But yeah, 6 out of 10. I like Scotty Bear. I love the hair. You have some really, really, really nice hair. And also, you like soda. I was never really a fan of lemon and lime soda, but I'm glad that you have an enjoyment of it. Good on you. All right, we'll do one more, and then I'm going to wrap things up from there, and then we're just going to stop off at that point, and then we'll pick up tomorrow with the rest, okay? Good. Also, yeah, I cut off the submissions with, like, Fursona reviews for this one, just because I want to get through it in a timely manner before FWA. I don't want to be that guy that usually does the, oh, hey, we're going to go over Fursonas, and then forget about the rest of them. You know, so we'll get through it in a timely manner probably tomorrow, or we'll get through the rest, so, yeah. Either way, Scotty Bear, very much like a character. 6 out of 10. A B Proto! I like this. That's cute. Oh, they got like the fluffy tail. That's kind of like their little stinger abdomen area. That's cute. I like that. I like the bee prude. You don't really see that often. Whenever I think of bee prude, I almost always think of ivy comb. Almost always. So it's nice to see another one. And they look very sweet. I mean, figuratively and literally. I like them. I also really like the colors, the contrast between like the dark, like brick red, brown, and then the bright yellow. It's very, very nice. I'm gonna give them a 7.5 out of 10. I like it. It's simple and cute. A bee prude. Bzzz, Sona. Bzzz. That actually hurt my lip a bit to do, so I won't do that again. But yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for them. Either way, I think that is about gonna do it for now. We'll come back next time just to see for reference where we are. Actually, I probably shouldn't just in case, because I don't want to show any names just in case it would be showing it. So I'm gonna switch over to main and do a quick check to see where we are. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're a little over halfway through. So we got like another half to go after this. So yeah, I think that's a good point to wrap it up. Wait a minute, why is... We already went through some of these. Are there just repeats? Oh, I guess there are just repeats from people resubmitting just in case. But either way, we can go over the rest later. We'll probably remember for next time. Either way, that's a good point to kind of leave things off on. So yeah, tomorrow after I do my nail painting stream, we'll go through the rest of these. But yeah, we got halfway through the list. 40 Sonos in one day, and I gave some genuine reviews to some. I'll take that. I'm pretty happy with that, in all honesty. So yeah. But yeah, that's a good point to cut things off on. So I think for now we're actually going to wrap things up. I am getting really big eepy, to be honest. I want to get some good rest, and I still have to wash my fursuit head. He's a bit stinky, and I want to make sure he's nice and clean and ready for FWA. So I'll probably end up making doing the cleaning stream tonight. I don't have to stream. I got to record for a video because I'm doing a fursuit cleaning guide, like full start to finish, all fursuits and all that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do that tonight, and so keep on the lookout for some new videos. I'll have a new one up on Tuesday. So tomorrow, 4 p.m. EST, new video on the main channel. It's a good one. I think you guys will enjoy it if you like hearing me yap on. And also, I tried some neat little things with like humor in that video, so I think you'll like it if you like my humor. But yeah, thank you for joining me for part 1 of the Fursona review stream. We'll do the next tomorrow, so keep on the lookout for when I stream tomorrow. I know I probably shouldn't, even though I will, because I like streaming. You guys are nice. You're good company. So yeah. Also, thank you, Wesley, for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Will I be able to watch it? I mean, it should still be up as a VOD on this channel, so you should be able to watch it later if you missed it. So yeah, that kind of goes for everyone who's coming in. If you missed like the first half of this stream, VOD should be up on the Boodles channel and the main channel, or my Twitch channel. So yeah, keep a note of that. But either way, this is a fun stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. It means a lot that you wanted to keep me company and watch me go over more Fursonas, even though I do this a lot. So I think at some point, you know, having these be far and in between one another is actually good, because it means I can do a better job in the future with them. But either way, I want to go and raid someone. Let's send some love to someone else who's streaming right now. I would raid Jake, but I think they're about to end since they have been streaming since 6 p.m. So we'll go and raid someone else who is streaming that we can send some love to, that we haven't raided in a hot minute. We could go and raid Alec. He's playing Pokemon, not Pokemon, complete opposite of it. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, my first and favorite Digimon game that I've played. It's also the only one that I played. Let's go and raid Amlek. Amlec's a good friend of mine, and I get to see him soon. Tell him, what's a good raid message for this? I don't really know a good raid message for this stream. So if you have a good one, let me know. But we're going to go and raid Alec Gator. He's a good friend of mine. He's a Gator Yin, Gator Roo. I like his Sona. Maybe we could just go with something simple. Pouchga. Like the meme of me. Pouchga. So let's have that be the raid message. Let's go and raid Amlek and go Pouchga. Just that's it. There's your raid message for the stream. But yeah, go and show some love to Alec. He's a good friend of mine. I'm going to get to see him, hopefully, at Woah. Also, hope you get some good rest on your end, everyone who's still here. I appreciate the support. Again, keep on the lookout for the new video tomorrow, 4 p.m. EST. You better see it. It's a good one. I promise. It's a really good one. I edited it myself. I don't usually do that, but I got back into it. It's been good. But thank you for the company. I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow, so we'll do another chill chat stream while I paint my nails, and then we'll go over some Fursonas, and then it's FWA time, so I get to go to that. But either way, I'm going to get going for now. Hope you have a good night. Take care. Life stay jackin'. Treat people like people, and yeah, that's it. Bye.